person, so I can either feel real good or not so good.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And again, reminder, the last game of the season will be moved up to Thursday rather than Friday. Well, Coach, let's talk about the injury and illness report, how they came out of Cave City and how everybody is healing up.
Tate Clark will not be with us tonight, or will not be playing tonight. He's still with us, but he hurt his shoulder the opening kickoff, and it's still real sore for him. And then Jordan Phillips has a foot injury. Jordan, one of our backup defensive linemen, plays on some special teams for us. But other than that, we've got everybody else back.
Good deal. All right, Coach, if the Ricebirds are going to be successful tonight against the Heber Springs Panthers, give us your keys to victory.
Well, then, first thing right off the bat is we've got to dominate special teams. That's kind of one of the things that goes unwritten around here, but Heber Springs has done that the last few weeks in their game, so we can't let them return punts and kickoffs for touchdowns or get balls on kickoff cover and things along those lines. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we've got to play disciplined football and get them in third and long. They're not comfortable throwing the football, and we need to make them have to do that. And then obviously on the other side of the ball, we mentioned earlier, we've got to stay on blocks. And with that run-oriented offense, you can't turn the football over. We've got to stay very efficient. Kane's got to take care of the football, and we got to do a good job of staying in front of the chains.
There you go. That's your keys to victory for the Ricebirds tonight against Heber Springs. Those of you that might be in your car listening to the radio, want to remind you the homecoming festivities start right now. They start at 6:30, so come on out and support the Ricebirds' big homecoming night here, and that's going to do it for this week. Coach Price, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk Ricebird football with us, and good luck tonight against the Panthers.
Thanks, Lynn.
Be sure and join us again next week as we look back on tonight's game with Heber Springs, and we'll look forward to the big conference matchup with the Lone Oak Jackrabbits next Friday. Now, stay tuned for the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show live from the stadium, followed by the kickoff of tonight's game against the Heber Springs Panthers at 7. For Ricebird head football coach Josh Price and our producer Elizabeth Barnett, I'm Lynn Keller. Thanks so much for joining us, and until next week, so long, everyone.
There's a reason why Brothers Realty has once again been voted the best real estate agency in Southeast Arkansas's Best of 2023 Listeners and Readers Survey. Their dedication to their friends and clients speaks volumes. With a team of 6 experienced agents, Brothers Realty offers the best and friendly, knowledgeable service from start to finish. Trust Brothers Realty to make your real estate dreams a reality. Call Brothers Realty at 870-659-4218. Browse listings at brothers-realty.com and at Brothers Realty on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for choosing Brothers Realty, your trusted partner in Southeast Arkansas.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Carrie Seaman with the Katy Shack. I'm excited to tell you about the incredible holistic healing options at the Katy Shack. We've expanded our services to create a complete holistic healing practice all in one place. At the Katy Shack, we've teamed up with Dr. Travis Wiley, a chiropractor and nutritional expert who specializes in addressing the root causes of today's health issues. Dr. Wiley uses cutting-edge techniques and a natural approach to tackle health problems and chronic illnesses. But that's not all. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of services to complement your healing journey, from deep tissue massage to lymphatic drainage, pain management, and more. We've got your well-being covered. If you're ready to take control of your health and experience the proven methods that have helped countless members of our community, give us a call at the Katy Shack, 870-873-4300. Schedule a consultation with Dr. Wiley today and start your journey towards a healthier, happier you. Your well-being is our priority at the Katy Shack.
The EAB Sports Network presents Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3. Brought to you by Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services, Baptist Health Stuttgart, Blue Seal Petroleum, Brothers Realty, Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, Durden Heating and Cooling, Express Employment Professionals, Farmers and Merchants Bank, The French Scene, Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus, Greenway Equipment, Harry's Rapid Lube, The KD Shack, Konechny Insurance, Lane, Lexicon, Max Prairie Wings, Pico Foods, Petrus Auto Group, Pearson Company, Prairie Implement, Producers Rice Mill, Progressive Tractor and Implement, Ritter Communications, River Valley Tractor, Southern Bancorp, Stedman's Ace Hardware, Stuttgart Tire Service, TechStream High-Speed Internet, Urgent Care of Stuttgart, U.S. Irrigation, and Wilkerson Jewelers. Now let's go to the stadium and join the voice of Stuttgart Ricebird football, Lynn Keller.
From Ned Mosley Stadium on the campus of Stuttgart High School in Stuttgart, Arkansas, we welcome you to Ricebird Football Homecoming 2023. It's been a special week here in Stuttgart, and it continues tonight. And, boy, have we got a good game for you here tonight as well. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside my good friend and broadcast partner, Brent Whitman. And, Brent, before we talk about our pregame show, I want to mention for our Dumas Bobcat fans, that there's a power issue at the stadium in McGee, and Rick Helton will be coming on probably about 5 minutes later. So bear with us and enjoy the Ricebird football pregame show for you Dumas Bobcat fans, again, on one of our EAB Sports Network sister stations. They'll be a little bit late coming on because of a power issue at the stadium in McGee. Well, Brent, we mentioned we've got a good one here tonight as the Stuttgart Ricebirds play host to the undefeated in conference Heber Springs Panthers.
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot about both of these teams tonight. Heber at 4-2, Stuttgart at 5-2. Heber still alive for that top seed in the conference, and yeah, it's going to be a dandy tonight. But hey, I'm just glad to be back here after a month away from Ned Mosley Stadium. I'm just so glad to be back.
Absolutely, and you mentioned we've been gone a while. We had, of course, an open date after we played Harding Academy, and then we went on the road to Riverview, and then last week, our longest road trip of the season, we traveled all the way up to Cave City. But the Ricebirds came away with a couple of big wins, and they have moved to 2-1 in conference, a game behind Harding Academy and a game behind Heber Springs as well. Heber Springs, though, of course, has not played Harding Academy yet.
Yeah, that's right. They will have Harding Academy next week, I believe. So a big two-game swing for the Panthers, and it starts here tonight at Ned Mosley Stadium, where it's also homecoming.
It is, and a lot of festivities, as we mentioned in the open, have gone on all week long. A lot of fun, Brent, as I enjoyed looking at all the photographs and things that people have posted on Facebook with all the dress-up days and so forth, and they've had a ball, and I see some of them in the stands here tonight still dressed up, and, of course, the Queen and her court are being introduced on the field as we speak right now. We're going to mention who all is on the homecoming court, and we're also going to break down tonight's game with Heber Springs. We'll take a look at the Panthers. We'll take a look at the Ricebirds. And we'll also take a look around the conference and see what all else is going on. And we'll get started on that on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show. We're back with that in 5 minutes.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 45 years in Stuttgart. We are honored to be part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's is joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check out Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
Hey there, it's Erin from the Casual Wing at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, where we've got an incredible lineup of new fall arrivals. For all you guys out there, we've got the latest styles from Barber, Southern Marsh, Duckhead, and Southern Point Company. And ladies, we've got you covered too with an amazing selection of game day apparel and trendy fall fashion, including brand new UGG and vintage Savannah sneakers. Swing by the Casual Wing at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart today and gear up for a stylish fall season.
Baptist Health Medical Center Stuttgart is your trusted partner in wellness. With services like cardiology, orthopedics, and women's health, we provide safe, expert care backed by Arkansas's largest and most preferred healthcare provider. Utilizing advanced technology and an emergency department staffed by highly qualified, dedicated providers, we provide the immediate care you and your family can count on when it matters most. Comprehensive services, knowledgeable caregivers, state-of-the-art technology, caring environment, Christian compassion. Trust Baptist Health. To learn more, visit baptist-health.com.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Whether you've got 100 acres to mow or just some brush out back, show Brush who's boss. Wood's line of rotary cutters match a variety of tractors and applications, so you can start clearing tall grass or tough brush right away. With high-lift blades and deeper decks for a better overall cut quality, you won't find any other rotary cutters that keep your land in line like Wood's. Stop in to Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart to find the right Wood's rotary cutter for your next job.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Ricebird Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Ricebird Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Ricebird Sports.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation cost, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Nearly every store in downtown Stuttgart is full of unique and vibrant shops, making this an exciting time to visit and do business with local proprietors. Reduce your carbon footprint, support your local economy, and help create local jobs by keeping your dollars in town. When you shop local, for every $100 spent, roughly $70 of it is returned to local activity. By supporting local business, you're helping local nonprofits, our schools, and our city's infrastructure, creating the identity of our community. And because great customer service is everything to our shop owners, you're ensured not just shorter lines when you shop local, but a better personal experience. This is Kim Buffet with Coker-Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, thanking you for your support. Whether you shop us today or our neighbors, please make sure you are shopping in Stuttgart or the local businesses in your own city. Help breathe life into local communities by supporting local business.
Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And we welcome you to the Freemeyers Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of tonight's big 2-4A conference matchup between the Heber Springs Panthers and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and want to remind one more time our friends and Dumas Bobcat fans listening on our EAB Sports Network sister station that there's a little power issue in McGee, and they'll be a little bit late coming on if they haven't already, but certainly a little reminder there if you're wondering when you tune in why you're listening to Stuttgart instead of Dumas pregame. That's the reason. They'll be with you shortly. Here in Stuttgart, it's homecoming, and Brent, we've got a whole bunch of beautiful young ladies and their escorts out on the field right now. Of course, the crowning was earlier this afternoon, but the presentation to the crowd is going on right now, and want to mention who the queens are, and we'll also tell you who the homecoming queen is. The court consists of Kenaya Jackson, Devin Mack, Winnie White Bradley, Kaylin Jeans, Lita Hing, Paige Dean, Michaela McCoy Sullivan, Paige Johnson, Halen Earls, Addison McCrae, and your homecoming queen 2023 is Danielle Poole. And Brent, she's quite an athlete as well.
Yeah, just she is a state champion track athlete and plays basketball as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so congratulations to all those young ladies and the queen, Danielle Poole.
Yep, and again, just an absolutely beautiful evening for anything, really, but especially for high school football, and a great night, of course, for homecoming. It's been a great day. They had, of course, all week long, had dress-up days each day, different themes every day. Enjoyed watching that. And then, of course, today, the homecoming parade this afternoon, really a school system-wide pep rally early this morning, getting a little bit ahead of myself. When I went to work this morning, there were like 6 buses lined up at Park Avenue Elementary, loading the kids up to bring them out here to Ned Mosley Stadium for a morning pep rally. They did that at all the schools, and it's just been a great day. The crowning a little bit later in the day, and then, of course, the parade we mentioned at 4 o'clock, and the game tonight. And of course, there's also going to be class reunions going on this weekend as well. I know the class of 93, I've seen a little bit about them. They're having their reunion. Class of 73 is having their 50th class reunion. And one interesting thing, I noticed the class of 2000 is having their 20-year reunion. I said, well, now, those must not have been math majors.
Well, that is exactly my thinking. But then I got thinking that was COVID time.
That's exactly right. Yep. And so they're making up for that. They're not calling it the 23rd class reunion. They're calling it the 20th. But anyway, great fun there. But there is a lot of class reunions, a lot of people in town, and so excited to have all the Ricebird alumni back in town, and a lot of them going to be in the stands tonight. And we think they're going to see a pretty good football game tonight, Brent. As you mentioned, the Heber Springs Panthers coming in currently right now with a 3-0 conference record. The Ricebirds right behind with 2-1, but the Birds could catapult Heber Springs from being tied for first place to being third place at the end of the night if the Birds could get a win tonight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, undefeated for Heber Springs so far in the conference, but just looking at their schedule, as I'm sure you will here in a minute, much like Stuttgart, they beat the teams we thought they would beat, and they lost to the teams that we probably thought, they would lose to. Same for Stuttgart so far.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's take a look at Heber Springs so far, Brent. As you mentioned, they opened the season with 2 losses. They lost at Clinton, 42-29. They lost at Southside Batesville, 49-10. Of course, Southside Batesville, a former 2-4A conference member. Then they closed out their non-conference portion at Jonesboro Westside with a 42-8 win to start their 4-game winning streak. And, of course, they played all 3 of their non-conference games on the road. Yeah. They beat Cave City in Week 5, 42-0. They won at Ball Knob 48-0. And then they hosted Lone Oak last week and came away with a 45-13 win. And mentioned this on the Coaches Show, Brent. I'm really not that surprised that they beat Lone Oak, but I'm a little surprised at the margin of victory.
Yeah, I am too. that game was 17-13 at halftime. We're thinking, it's kind of looking about like we thought. And then, it was all Heber Springs in the second half. But then, we found out that Lone Oak has some injuries, and they are a little bit low on numbers as well. So I think depth really hurts them in the second half.
I think you're right. And, of course, they've got a new coach this year, Coach Van Pascal. First year at the helm of the Panthers. He succeeds Todd Wood, who was 7-22 in 3 seasons. Coach Pascal led Monticello to a 2009 state championship, and then 2 years later took a Barton team to the 3A state title game. And then after that, he went to win for 6 seasons, where he was 51-17 before coming to Heber this year. The Panthers mustered only 11 wins in the past 4 seasons, and they were 2-7 last year, finishing 6th in conference. They had 6 offensive and 7 defensive starters back for this season, and Coach Pascal has used them to double last year's win total already this season with 3 games to go. Now, the Panthers are adapting to Coach Pascal's new running scheme and have some bodies in place that can make it work. Now, at quarterback, not sure who we're going to look for tonight, Brent. We'll find out here shortly. We started the season really with a kind of a toss-up between the veteran Xander Lindley and the newcomer Liam Buffalo. But we understand that one of those two got hurt, and I've heard conflicting reports as to which one it was.
Yeah. I've heard that Buffalo, and then I think Coach Price heard that it was Lindley. So we know it's one of them got hurt, and as you mentioned, we're going to find out here in about 10 minutes.
We will. Last year, the Ricebirds saw Alexander Lindley, 6'1", 175 pounds. He's a senior this year and a 3-year starter. He passed for more than 1,000 yards last season, including 120 against Stuttgart when he was 13 of 20 passing for one touchdown and one touchdown of 20 yards, and plus he also had one interception. Now, rushing against the Birds last year had 7 carries for 36 yards, but again, they were primarily a passing team a year ago. Now, in the backfield, got to keep an eye on senior Parker Brown, 6'2", 185 pounds. He's 2-time all-conference running back with over 1,000 yards rushing a year ago, and against the Birds last year, he had 11 carries for 85 yards and is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. Coach Price told me he thought he was one of, if not the fastest players in the conference.
Yeah, quite a bit of speed out of Brown, and just watching a little bit of footage of them, he is not one to go down on the first hit. You're going to have to wrap him up every time.
And if you let him get behind you, he's probably gone.
He's gone, right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. On defense, Ricebird fans are going to recognize the Panthers' new defensive coordinator, Kevin Youngblood, who's coming over from Melbourne. He'll also be the Panthers' head baseball coach, so some familiarity there on the defensive end. Of course, Coach Youngblood knows a lot of the Ricebird schemes, and I'm sure Coach Price will compensate for that and make some changes there as is necessary. But with the new faces at the coaching position, the numbers in Heber Springs have come up, and the excitement level is increasing as the Panthers experience some success that they haven't experienced in the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, they have been down there for a few years, but just prior to that, they were always up there, second seed, third seed in the conference. They were always a tough team to play whenever Stuttgart played them, and Coach Pascal has brought that back in his first year.
He really has. And, of course, again, as we mentioned, he is a winner.
He is.
Matter of fact, I believe he may have the best winning percentage of any.
I think he's the winningest active high school coach now
in the state of Arkansas.
I think he is right now, yeah.
Yeah, so very good hire for Heber Springs up there to get Coach Pascal there. We're here at Ned Mosley Stadium tonight for a big 2-4A conference matchup between those Heber Springs Panthers and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Kind of setting the stage for you a little bit here as darkness begins to settle here on the prairie. The big inflatable Ricebird run-through that the team will come through is inflated and ready, and the Ricebird marching band is out on the field. Of course, they were playing during the presentation of the homecoming queen and her court, and also the cheerleaders have got the big paper run-through ready, and we are going to be set here for the national anthem and the alma mater, but I have not gotten a signal yet that they are going to start.
Not quite
and
yet.
There is the thumbs up right there. So we're going to step away for just a couple of minutes while we get the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, and the invocation done here at Mosley Stadium. When we come back, Brent and I will talk a little bit about the Ricebirds' big win at Cave City last week, and we'll also take a look around the conference. Got all that and more coming up for you on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show that continues in 4 minutes.
Score big with the fastest internet in town from Right Fiber. Our new 5 gig internet is a game changer. Stream, play, and work online with no penalty flags for buffering, lagging, or slow connection. Right Fiber is your internet MVP, keeping all your devices connected all the time.
5 gig, 5 gig.
Get championship level connection for your home with 5 gig internet. Because when it comes to online speed at Right Fiber, we play to win.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Vehicles are expensive, so protect your investment at Stuttgart Tire Service, 1111 South Park Avenue in Stuttgart. Tires, flats, batteries, balancing, alignment, and more. They offer top quality service you can count on. Stuttgart Tire offers roadside assistance for vehicles of all sizes, including agricultural equipment, and their top-of-the-line alignment machine can handle up to 1 tons and dualies. They carry Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft, brands you can trust and tires to fit your budget with snap financing available. Stuttgart Tire Service at 1111 South Park Avenue in Stuttgart, 870-673-0111.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Hi, this is Carrie Seaman with the Katy Shack. I'm excited to tell you about the incredible holistic healing options at the Katy Shack. We've expanded our services to create a complete holistic healing practice all in one place. At the Katy Shack, we've teamed up with Dr. Travis Wiley, a chiropractor and nutritional expert who specializes in addressing the root causes of today's health issues. Dr. Wiley uses cutting-edge techniques and a natural approach to tackle health problems and chronic illnesses. But that's not all. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of services to complement your healing journey, from deep tissue massage to lymphatic drainage, pain management, and more. We've got your well-being covered. If you're ready to take control of your health and experience the proven methods that have helped countless members of our community, give us a call at the Katy Shack, 870-873-4300. Schedule a consultation with Dr. Wiley today and start your journey towards a healthier, happier you. Your well-being is our priority at the Katy Shack.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of tonight's 2-4A conference matchup between the Heber Springs Panthers and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're wrapping up the pregame activities here as the Stuttgart alma mater right now is being played by the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band. Of course, just a little bit earlier, we had the homecoming queen and her court out on the field being introduced along with their escorts. And, of course, a little bit earlier this evening, and I hope you had an opportunity to join in the fun at PCCUA for the annual Booster Club Homecoming Fish Fry featuring that great Yoder fish. Brent actually brought us a flat of it up here, and I got to tell you, of course, you've had a little bit of Yoder fish kind of running through your family veins for a long time, and boy, it is something special.
Yes, it is. You know, you're not going to find any better fish in the area than that Yoder fish.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They do a great job. Of course, your dad, a big part of that for so many years, and, of course, we miss him there. But the tradition continues here for homecoming, and we're very thankful for that as well. Ricebird Marching Band forming a funnel that the Ricebirds will run out of when they come out of the big inflatable here onto the beautiful field turf field here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, surrounded by the maroon track. The field, of course, bright green. The end zones are maroon, has Stuttgart spelled out in the north end zone, white letters outlined in black, and in the south end zone, Ricebirds in white letters outlined in black. And, of course, you got bright yellow goal posts. I call them NFL style with the tall arms on there, and they look sharp as well. And, of course, Brent and I are facing east here as the field runs north and south. And the Ricebirds captains now are getting set to come to the middle of the field. Brent will have our captains for a game here in just a bit. But first, Brent, let's talk a little bit about last week's big win as the Ricebirds travel on their longest road trip of the regular season up to Cave City, and they took care of business pretty quick.
Yeah, they did. It did not take long. It got ugly for the Cavemen early and often as the Ricebirds put up a lot of points in the first half and had that clock running in the second half. Kane Price with the big game. He was 10 out of 13 for 251 yards and 5 TDs all in the first half. Deontay Clark had 87 yards receiving on 5 catches. And Price spread the ball around well. Clark, Conway, QT Johnson, and Ross Atkinson, and also Horde, all with receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, great night passing, and of course Price has had a super season so far to be just a ninth grader.
Yeah, no question about that. You see, when you have a ninth grader out there, you think, well, either you're really thin at quarterback or he's really good, and I believe it's the latter here for Kane Price. He has had a fantastic year. Looking forward to him progressing on through the years as well, but boy, he's had a heck of a freshman season.
He really has. Of course, Brent, no question. I mean, there's no secret there. He is Coach Price's son, but what maybe some folks may not know is Coach Price was a tremendous college quarterback as well.
Yes, he was. And I saw a picture of him, I believe, posted, I think that was on Facebook just a couple weeks ago, of him playing at Arkansas Tech.
Yeah, he commented on that at Rotary Club. He said, he was a quarterback then. He said, I look like a linebacker now. But no doubt about it, the Kane Price's quarterback genes run deep with certainly with his great dad at quarterback there, our head coach here, Josh Price. Well, the captains have met at the center of the field, Brent. Who are our captains for tonight's game?
All right, for the Heber Springs Panthers, number 52, Jonah Cordell, and number 4, Xander Lindley. So I think that answers one of our questions. For the Ricebirds, number 5, Carson Konechny, number 12, Kamarion Pickett, number 72, Dylan Duncan.
And the question that Brent was alluding to, if you're just now joining us, was we weren't 100% sure who the quarterback was going to be because we heard conflicting reports of which quarterback got banged up last week in the win over Lone Oak up in Heber Springs, whether it was Liam Buffalo or whether it was Xander Lindley. But as Brent mentioned, Lindley is one of the captains tonight, so we assume that it was Liam Buffalo that got banged up and may not play here tonight. But Heber Springs has an entirely new look about them now, Brent. They were a passing team for the last several years and not a lot of success. They go out and they hire one of the best high school football coaches in the state in Van Pascal, and they've turned it around after a slow start. And you got to think maybe that start was attributed to the fact that the system had changed. We're going from a wide open attack.
Yeah, no doubt about it. To a running style of offense. And if anybody, has watched Navy play college football in the past few years, it is the same style of offense. They will put a man in motion, and then they will option it to him, hand off up the middle, or the quarterback will keep it. But it is a running offense, and it's going to be up to the Ricebird defense to slow them down tonight.
Here come the Ricebirds as they come running through the run-through, and boy, I tell you, there is a passel of folks on the field here. All the lots of fans out there. The football team now has made their way out. Just had a visit from one of my classmates that's here for a class reunion, Brent, and how special it is for so many of these people that have come back, alumni have come back to Stuttgart to celebrate this weekend, and it's great to see them. Here comes the Heber Springs Panthers as they take their place on the side of the field as well. And we are just about ready for football. Again, big win for the Ricebirds last week against Cave City. As Brent mentioned, a 45-0 lead at the half. Clock ran quickly in the second half. And I thanked Coach Price after that game, Brent. I said, hey, I got home at the same time last week as I did the week before.
I did too, and it was a much longer drive, but we got home right at the same time.
All right. Kim Bethay said, I made her month last week with the battle cry, so let's just go ahead and add another week or two onto it here, Kim. The field is green, the stripes are white, and we're ready for some Ricebird homecoming football on this Friday night. It's the Ricebirds and the Panthers in a big 2-4A conference showdown. The Ricebirds tonight dressed in their beautiful maroon jerseys with white pants, maroon helmets. They've got the Flying Bird logo on one side. They've got their jersey number on the other side. The Heber Springs Panthers, bright red pants and helmets, white jerseys with red numbers. And we are just about set. The kicker moves up, puts his foot into it. It's going to be fielded at the 25, retreating back to about the 20. Now reversing field again, going to be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Good pursuit by special teams for Heber Springs, but the Ricebirds will have it first down and 10 at their own 24, starting the ball game.
The Ricebirds will end with just a little bit different look uniform-wise tonight with the white pants at home.
Yep, exactly. And of course, we played last week on the natural grass with the dark pants, and there was a reason for that.
Yes, there was. Coach Price didn't want to worry about washing out those grass stains on the white pants.
That's right. So he put the Birds in the maroon pants last week. He said, I've got to do the laundry, he said, so I'm going to hedge that a little bit. Here come the Birds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage, from the far hash mark, moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south. And there's a snap back, and it gets past the quarterback, and he's just going to jump on it back at the 8-yard line. Not a good start for the Ricebirds.
Well, absolutely not. As Kane Price was motioning Sparky Clark to come in motion from the near side, and the ball was just snapped too early, and Price was not looking for it, so it's going to be a big loss all the way back to the 8-yard line.
Birds have to get out to the 34 for a first down. Birds have the work cut out from here on the opening possession. 3 wide outs to the right. They send Clark in motion from the right to the left. Back to pass, looking from his own end zone. Fires. He's got Clark at the 30-yard line. He's actually going to be brought down and out of bounds at the 29. What a nice pass and catch by Kane Price to Sparky Deontay Clark.
21 yards, and how about that Ricebird line giving Price all kinds of time back there on that play.
Exactly. Birds break the huddle. Still on the far hash mark. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back in the backfield, standing to the right of Price, the quarterback. He takes a snap, step back, now rolls to his left. Looking, and now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be out close to first down yardage.
I think he's going to have it. I think he stepped out just beyond the first down. Well, no, I think they're going to mark him about a yard short now.
And it's maybe going to be close enough to measure here, Brent. Yep. They're actually looking at it. The ball is just shy of the 34-yard line, and that's where the Ricebirds had to get for the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be, it looks like, let's see how it is.
They're actually going to measure, and the ball is right on the sidelines. So it must be very close.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're just going to bring the sticks in. And there's a first down.
They brought the sticks in about 1 foot.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks to me like you could have lined it up and determined that. But, hey, a great recovery after that errant snap on the first play from scrimmage for the Ricebirds. They've moved it out to the 34 with a fresh set of downs. Here come the Birds to the line. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Takes on a little speed sweep coming to the near sideline, and not going to be much there. Nice play defensively by number 27, Parker Brown. We'll call his name a lot tonight. On the carry for the Birds, I believe Brent was number 7, QT Johnson.
Yeah, the little pitch pass there to Johnson is going to result in a loss of 2. So good pursuit by the Heber Springs Panthers.
Here come the Birds. Now the ball's on the near hash mark. 2nd down and 12 from the Ricebird 32-yard line. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. Back to pass, getting some pressure. Dumps it out. Got clutch. Ross Atkinson on the near sideline. He gets across the 35 out. Let's see. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 34. So he gets 2 yards, and it's going to set the Ricebirds up now. 3rd down and 10. Just underway. 9:55 to go. Opening quarter. No score from Stuttgart. It's the Ricebirds and the Heber Springs Panthers.
Yeah, big play here for the Ricebirds. We'd love to keep that offensive of the Panthers off the field. Need to pick up 10 yards.
Ball's on the near hash mark. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing just to the right of the quarterback, Price. He takes a snap, back to pass, looks, fires out, and it is incomplete. Threw it right in some heavy traffic. I think the intended receiver was Ross Atkinson.
It was. Yeah, it was. And, Heber Springs just kind of blew that up there. I think we might have had a missed block or two and just kind of messed that play up. So Ricebird pick up 1 first down, but then are forced to punt.
Brown is back deep, and, of course, Coach Price said never, ever kick to him. No. So let's see.
Well,
Hayden Prine gets it. It's going to get a good roll. He takes it at the 32, across the 40, 45, midfield into Ricebird territory. Penalty marker down, and he's brought down out of bounds on the far sideline. Penalty marker back at the Heber Springs 49-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on the Panthers. They had one of the Ricebirds wrapped up there and took him down to the ground. So this will back them up into Ricebird territory. Well, into their own territory.
Prine's punt was kind of a low trajectory, kind of almost an end over end, and when it hit, it took a good bounce. But as Brent mentioned, it bounced right to Parker Brown, and he was off to the races on the far sideline. But the hold is going to negate the good return. Still going to be good field position for the Panthers. They move it after the penalty to the Panther 39-yard line, and that's where Heber Springs will have it. First down and 10, 9:43 to go, opening quarter, no score. This is Heber Springs' first snap from center. And let's see. Xander Lindley is number 4. He is in at quarterback, and they're all getting their play from the sideline, and they look at the charts that they have on their wrist. Ricebird show blitz, now back out. Heber Springs sends a man in motion, handoff in the line, nothing doing. Oh, man, what a stand by the defensive line of the Ricebirds.
Yeah, he ran right into the Ricebird line, and they're going to push him back for a yard loss. That was Chris Roberts, number 8 on the carry.
And they're looking all to the sideline again. Even the linemen, Brent, are all looking to the sideline for the play. And then when the play comes in, then they look on their wrists to figure out where they need to go. And here they come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's behind center. Single back standing behind him. 2 wideouts on the left. He's back to pass. Look, and he fires on the far sideline. He's got a man. It's incomplete. Looked like he had it, Brent, when he went up for it. But when he came down, he was kind of twisted. It comes loose. But he was open and would have had some first down yardage in Ricebird territory. But it falls incomplete. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Yeah. You know, and I'm not sure that Brown had to jump on that one. But when he did, he just didn't come down with it, and might have heard some footsteps there coming from the Ricebird secondary as well.
Could very well have been. Here comes Heber Springs. Lindley's the quarterback. Behind him is number 8, Chris Roberts, in a fullback position. Sends a man in motion, handoff, fake into the line. Now we've got an illegal procedure. It's going to stop the play before it gets started. It was a fake into the line. It was a pitch back to Brown coming to the near side, but Heber Springs going to be flagged for an illegal procedure. It looked like Weston Warden started one way and then and was going the wrong way.
Yeah,
and he made an abrupt correction, and that's when the flag came out.
Yeah, exactly. Because when he did that, I think he cut back and he was actually
going forward.
Yes. Yeah, going forward. Yep.
And this is not Arena League, so you can't do that before the snap. All right, here come Heber Springs now working from behind the sticks. 3rd down, 16 from their own 33-yard line. Ball's on the far hash mark. The Panthers moving from the right to the left, from the south to the north, headed toward the concession stand area for those of you familiar with Mosley Stadium. Here come the Panthers. Again, sends a man in motion, fake into the line. Now a pitch around the right side. Same play, except it went to the right side as the previous play. But only going to be a gain of, Brent, 4 maybe or 5.
Yeah,
it's going to bring up 4th and 11.
Yeah, that was number 7, I believe, on that catch. That was Warden. Yeah, only a gain of 4. So the Ricebird defense does their job here and forces a 3-and-out.
Heber Springs punter standing back at his own 24-yard line, awaiting the snap. Ricebirds have Deontay Clark standing back at his own 31. Here's the punt. It's a good one. and it hits at the 31. It's going to be picked up back at the 22. Trying to come to the near side. Good pursuit, but turning the corner is Clark. He gets across the 30. Hard collision out there at about the 35, and he takes it forward to the 37. That's where the Rice Birds will have it. First down and 10 on their second possession of the night.
Yeah, nice return that time by Clark. Picked up that punt on the bounce. Went one way, a reverse field, came back, broke a couple tackles, and took it out to the 37.
Here come the Birds from the from the sideline directly to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs to the right, which is the short side of the field. 1 wide out to the left. Single back standing to the left. The quarterback is Clark. Hand off to him. He spins as he's hit immediately after getting the ball, and he spins forward for a couple out to the 40-yard line, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Birds.
Yep, positive yards on first down, 3 yards on that carry for Clark.
Again, the Birds working from the near hash mark, from the left to the right on your radio dial. 2 wide outs to the right. Price calls for the ball, takes airs out long. He's got a man, and it's just incomplete. Pretty good coverage, except the defender never looked back for the ball, Brent.
No, he didn't. Yeah. He was running pretty much step for step with him. That was a good pass by Price, and Johnson just couldn't quite haul it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Rice Birds. Rice Birds huddle. And they break the huddle to the line of scrimmage. Split wide to the left. QT Johnson. Shotgun formation for Price. And tries to send a man in motion, and nothing's working. Here comes the yellow flags. Birds are going to lose 5 on a penalty. So it's going to go from 3rd and 7. Birds are going to be working from behind the sticks. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 from the Ricebird 35-yard line. 7:51 to go, opening quarter. No score. Ricebirds with their second possession of the night. Heber Springs went 3 and out on their first possession. Birds would like to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, getting some pressure, looks, fires. And he had Sparky Clark up at about the 48-yard line, which would have been a first down. And Brent, I don't know if somebody got a hand in there on it, but he looked like that was a catchable ball from here.
Yeah, I think that was number 22 there. Carter Julian just got an arm in there at the last minute and knocked the ball away. And it's going to force another punt.
Hayden Prine, the punter, standing back at his own 25-yard line. Parker Brown, outstanding return man for Heber Springs, standing at his own 30. Here's a knuckleball. It's going to be fielded at the 35. Moving to the far sideline, breaks 1 tackle. Ricebird coverage is going to wrap him up before he gets to the 45. Heber Springs, once again, going to have good field position starting at their own 44-yard line. 7:38 to go in the opening quarter. No score here from Stuttgart.
Yeah, both offensive kind of feeling each other out, and defense is doing a great job so far. We're midway through the first quarter and only 1 first down.
Heber Springs dressed in white jerseys with bright red pants and helmets, bright red numbers. And, of course, the Ricebirds, as we mentioned earlier, maroon jerseys and helmets with white pants here tonight for homecoming. Ricebirds show blitz, now back out of it. Fake into the line now, pitch coming to the near side, and Parker Brown breaks 1 tackle. Doesn't break the next one, though. He's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line of Heber Springs. So he's going to have a gain of 5 on the play. Maybe 6. They're going to mark it, I think, at the midfield stripe. So gain of 6.
Yeah, gain of 6 on first down. Carson Konechny got a hand on him and slowed him down enough to let some other Ricebirds come in there to finish him up, but a nice gain on first down.
Brown had 11 carries for 85 yards against the Ricebirds a year ago, and you can tell he is going to be their bell cow tonight in this whole season. Again, he's in motion, but handoff into the line. Nothing doing. Ricebirds squelched the ball carrier for a loss back to the 49, loss of 1. I believe on the carrier was Chris Roberts.
Yeah, Dylan Duncan was the first one through there, Lynn, and I think he took down the running back and the quarterback on that play. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Good job in there by Dylan. Big 3rd down and 5 coming up now for the Ricebird defense. Heber Springs at their own 49-yard line, 6:25 to go, opening quarter, no score. Heber Springs getting the play in from the sideline. Again, everybody checks the little play charts that are fastened to their wrist.
Yep.
And there's a yellow flag before the snap, and
yeah, we got some illegal motion or illegal procedure there. One of the linemen on the near side took off just a little bit too early, so that's going to back him up.
it was a handoff into the line. Of course, then the whistle blew, but the ball carrier was going to be brought down shy of the first down mark. But this is going to back him up. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball just shy of the 44-yard line on Heber Springs' side. On the near hash mark, Heber Springs moving from the right to the left on your radio dial. Their second possession of the night. Clock moving, 5:53 to go, opening quarter, no score. Stuttgart defense digs in. Might have been offsides, Brent. Looked to me like he was. Pass over the middle. It is complete. A great catch by number 7, Weston Warden, for the Panthers. And this is going to move the ball into Riceburg territory all the way down to the 33-yard line.
It's going to be 22 yards on that reception. And, Lynn, I think you're right. I believe one of the Riceburg was offsides just a little bit there. But it didn't matter as the Panthers pick up a big first down.
And no call on that as well. Here come the Heber Springs Panthers to the line. Sends a man in motion from the left to the right. Handoff into the line. A little bit of running room with ball carrier Chris Roberts, number 8. He's going to be inside the Riceburg 30 down to about the 27-yard line. It looked like a gain of about 6 on first down for the Panthers. Last two plays been productive for Heber Springs.
Say, hey, 5 minutes here and the clock rolling. No score in the first quarter.
Everybody in tight with wide outs on each side, slots on each side. Send the slot on the left in motion now. Penalty marker down. Got a man wide open across the middle. He can't bring it in, but it wasn't going to count anyway, as we're going to have another procedure penalty against illegal shift against the Heber Springs Panthers.
But, boy, he was wide open there, Lynn. Nobody went with him, and that pass should have been caught. It was a pretty good throw by Lindley, and he just did not catch it, but it would not have counted.
Eli Buffalo was the intended receiver, number 17. But as Brent mentioned, wouldn't have counted anyway. Back it up to the 32-yard line. 2nd down 9 coming up for the Panthers. Birds catch a break. 4:45 to go here. Opening quarter, no score. Heber Springs really mounting their first threat of the night here on their second possession. Quarterback takes, hands off into the line, coming around to the left side. A little bit of running room, finally brought down by the Riceburgs, number 18, Julius Gaither.
It's going to be a gain of about 8 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard and a half.
Interestingly, Heber Springs linemen, they all look to the sideline as well. I guess that's their blocking scheme. Quarterback sneak right up the middle, and he's going to have a first down to the Riceburg 21-yard line. Fresh set of downs coming up for the Heber Springs Panthers as the clock rolls towards 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. No score from Stuttgart. Big 2-4A conference matchup before a great crowd here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart on homecoming night.
Yes, it is, and the Heber Springs Panthers are doing exactly what they want to do here, wind that clock and pick up first downs.
Xander Lindley's the quarterback, number 4, behind center. Sends a man in motion. Going to fake him, hand to the fullback, dancing through the line, and he's still on his feet inside the 10, all the way down to the 5-yard line. Heber Springs going to have a first down and goal to go coming up from just shy of the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 8, Chris Roberts, and he was breaking all kind of tackles there. The Birds are going to have to wrap up, or they're going to be in the end zone here. 5 carries, 28 yards for Roberts. He got 15 on that carry.
Finally getting that center of that line loosened up a little bit. Here come the Panthers. Got wide out on the right, sends a man in motion. Pitch to him on a deep pitch coming to the near side, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Heber Springs. On the carry, I believe, was number 7.
Yes, it was Weston Warden. He took that pitch. He came in motion, and that was a long pitch, too, that he caught. But when he got out there and turned it up, he had smooth sailing into the end zone. And Heber Springs strikes first here. They take a 6-0 lead with 3:10 left in the first quarter.
And set now for the extra point attempt is number 5, Gideon Tate. The kick is up, looks good, and it is. The Heber Springs Panthers draw first blood on homecoming night here for Stuttgart. They lead 7-0. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Jennifer Smith from Wilkerson Jewelers. The real value in any jewelry is the sentimental connection that you have to the pieces you own. The beautiful earrings your grandparents gave you when you graduated. The amazing engagement ring your fiancé surprised you with. The watch your company presented you with when you retired from your job. For over 50 years, Wilkerson's has been a part of those special moments. And we love that we get to be a small part of some of the most important experiences of your lives. No matter what your budget, come in to shop or check us out online at wilkersonjewelers.com. Easy financing and layaway are available. At Wilkerson Jewelers in beautiful downtown Stuttgart, we want to build memories with you.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with 2 locations, 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird broadcast. Heber Springs kicks off, and it's going to be mishandled by the Ricebirds. Deontay Clark back at the 21-yard line, and probably wisely just falls on it, and so that's where the Ricebirds will have it, first down and 10. Ricebirds off to another one of their, you might say, a little bit of a slow start here tonight, Brent.
Yes, they are. Only one really good offensive play, and that was that 21-yard pass to Clark. Other than that, the Panthers defense has been up to the task so far, and this Ricebird offense is going to need to get going here. 3:07 left in the first quarter. Ricebirds trail by 7.
And the Birds to the line. Ball's on the far hash mark here in the first quarter, moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south at Ned Mosley Stadium here in Stuttgart on homecoming night. 2 wide outs to the left, short side of the field. Quarterback fakes in the line. He's going to keep it. Dancing, breaks one tackle. Not going to break the next one, though, as he's going to be brought down. Looks like for a loss of maybe a yard. They're going to give him forward progress to the 20.
A loss of about 2 on the
Okay.
play.
It is the ball just shy of the 20-yard line. But I'll say this, Kane Price did a good job eluding a big loss on that because he was hit for about 3 yards further back and did a nice job spinning out of that. Here come the Birds from behind the stick. 2nd down and 12. Price takes a snap, hands off, running room across the 25, out across the 30, and close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it down.
It's going to be close. First down.
Yes, sir. Move the sticks.
You know, Lynn, and we haven't mentioned it yet, but the Ricebirds have a pretty significant size advantage going up against that defensive line. So hopefully that running game can kind of carve out some yards here for the Birds tonight.
And here they come to the line. Handoff into the line again. This time met with a lot of resistance. Maybe a half-yard gain on this, Brent. Not going to be much, if any.
Not much, yeah. Just a line of scrimmage. And
yeah,
that's
going to give them the 22, and that's going to do it. 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Heber Springs with an early 7-0 lead over Stuttgart.
I think the Ricebirds are going to have to run the ball some tonight to maybe loosen up that pass defense a little bit.
2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. 1 wide out to the left.
Nobody back deep for the Panthers at all.
Looked like the Panthers might have jumped off sides. Now a little pressure, pocket collapsing, airing it out long. And, boy, there is all kinds of pass interferences. They were pulling the jersey for number 7, the intended receiver for the Ricebirds, but no call. And it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 10 for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 there. Another deep pass by Price looking for Johnson. But the D-back for the Panthers was right there with him, stride for stride, got a hand on it. Ricebirds receivers unable to get some separation so far here.
Clock stops with the incompletion. 1:22 to go, opening quarter. Ricebirds with 2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Price takes a snap. Rolling back, now rolling to his right. Looks, fires across the middle. Got it, man. Complete for a first down across the 45, out to the 47. Who else? Sparky Clark.
Sparky Clark for 14, and a big pickup there. Price to Clark, as Price was under just a little bit of pressure, rolled out to the near side and found Clark.
Boy, I tell you what, though, he's such good field presence, not only about where he is, but where the receivers are, and the receivers doing a good job helping him out as well. Takes a snap, hands off into the line, starting right, now cutting back a little bit to the left and out near midfield. Clark on the carry, gain of 2 out to the 49 of the Ricebirds.
Yeah, gain of 2 for Clark, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Ricebirds offense has a little something going here. Need to get it into the end zone.
Nice crowd on both sides. Of course, homecoming here for Stuttgart, but nice crowd of Heber Springs fans. Their band's here as well. Here come the Birds. Ball's in the center of the field. Handoff. Clark looking for some room and not going to find but maybe a yard out to the midfield stripe. And that's going to bring up now a 3rd down and about
7.
Only up 3rd down and 7 coming up. The ball is squarely in the middle of the field.
And the Ricebirds don't have to snap this as the clock is about to run out here.
Neither would they have to. The officials have to move it.
No, but they did. And I wish they wouldn't.
He does. That's exactly right. He's going to be sacked for a loss back at the 43. As time expires in the first quarter, the Heber Springs Panthers lead the Stuttgart Ricebirds 7-0 on Ricebird Homecoming 23. We're back with second quarter action in 1 minute.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Score big with the fastest internet in town from Right Fiber. Our new 5 gig internet is a game changer. Stream, play, and work online with no penalty flags for buffering, lagging, or slow connection. Right Fiber is your internet MVP, keeping all your devices connected all the time.
5 gig, 5 gig.
Get championship level connection for your home with 5 gig internet. Because when it comes to online speed at Right Fiber, we play to win.
And we welcome you back to the second quarter of action. The Heber Springs Panthers lead the Stuttgart Ricebirds 7-0. And on 4th down, Hayden Pride comes on and punts it and gets a nice punt and a roll all the way down to the 20-yard line. So Heber Springs will have the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line, leading the Ricebirds 7-0. Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. And don't forget, Petrus Auto Sales has one of the new awesome full-size Ford Bronco Raptors in stock. Love for you to come by and see it. It's a rare bird, no question about that. That's the new Bronco Raptor, only at Petrus Auto Sales, out across from Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. Heber Springs takes, hands off over the left side, running room out across the 20, out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the carry, I believe, was Chris Roberts.
Yes, it was. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on the 1st down.
Moves the ball to the far hash mark here in the second quarter. Heber Springs Panthers moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south. They're dressed in bright red pants and helmets with white jerseys and red numbers. The Ricebirds in their home maroon jerseys and maroon helmets with white pants. Heber Springs, again, everybody getting the play from the sideline. And from the far hash mark, here come the Panthers. Sends a man in motion, that's Brown. Quarterback rolls out to his right with a little fake, and the Ricebirds string it out nicely. What a great open field tackle. I think it's Julius Gaither, Brent.
Yes, it was. He was being blocked, but still made the tackle on Warden. He's going to have enough for the 1st down, but it's a good job by Gaither on the tackle.
Moves it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Just underway, second quarter. Heber Springs with a 7-0 lead over the Ricebirds. Homecoming here in Stuttgart. And here come the Panthers to the line. Quarterback Calling signals, penalty marker down, back to pass, airs it out long, got a man wide open across the 40, 35, 30, but this one is probably coming back. Penalty marker all the way back at the 27-yard line.
Yep, I believe it is.
Tell you what, Brent, Riceburg secondary several times now have let receivers get behind them.
Sure are. Yeah. There was another blown coverage that time. He was wide open deep. I mean, Riceburg recovered well there to bring him down, but boy, it would have been a big gainer if not for the illegal shift penalty. So this defense is going to have to step it up just a little bit here. The Panthers doing a pretty good job running that offense.
Line of scrimmage will be the 27. Want to mention Drew Ligon fed the Riceburg players their pregame meal tonight. Appreciate Drew Ligon so much for that. Great support by our community, both individuals and organizations. And Patrick and Julie Landrum sponsoring our fireworks here tonight. We hope we'll see quite a few of those here. Hope Ray Gilbert gets to pop a lot of firecrackers in the south end zone. Here's a pitch to Brown turning the corner, and he's got a first down and more as he gets out near the near the Heber Springs 45-yard line. Had to get to the 42 for a first down. And I tell you, he showed that great speed there, Brent.
Yeah, he sure did. He got to that corner pretty quick there, and some good blocking downfield by the Panthers, and he picks up 18 on that. He now has 24 yards on 2 carries.
Heber Springs first down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Ball's on the far hash mark. Beautiful night here at Ned Mosley Stadium for homecoming 2023. The Panthers get the play in from the sideline. Send Brown in motion. Quarterback does a nice job of camouflaging the ball as he comes to the near sideline. Then a late pitch to number 7, Weston Warden. And a gain of, 3? Brent's going to bring up second down and 7. Heber Springs with the ball at their own 48-yard line. 9:17 to go here in the first half. Heber Springs with a 7-0 lead and moving the ball here again. Send wide outs to each side, slots on each side. Fullback behind the quarterback. Quarterback's behind center. Handoff to Brown, coming from the near side to the far side, and the Ricebirds wrap him up in the backfield for a 3-yard loss, and it's going to bring up a big third down and 10 now for the Ricebird defense.
Yeah, Brown tried to cut it back up inside on that play, and there was nothing there but a host of Ricebirds, so a big third down play here.
Birds dig in. Looks like Dylan Duncan out there has got a little bit of something going on, but he's shaking it off. He's staying on the line. Birds dig in. Quarterback behind center. And a penalty marker is going to be marked off now against the Ricebirds offsides.
I didn't see that from here.
I didn't see that from here either. Now, I've seen the Ricebirds, what I thought were offsides once that didn't get called, but I didn't even see that one. This moves the ball to midfield.
And that's a big penalty.
That is a huge penalty from 3rd and 10 now to 3rd and 5. 8:19 to go. Clock moving. First half. Here comes Heber Springs. Ball's in the center of the field. Quarterback behind center. Barking signals. Takes. He fakes. He pitches out. Coming to the near sideline. First down for Heber Springs. Getting across the Ricebird 45 down to the 44-yard line. Deontay Clark on the stop. On the carry was number 7, Weston Warden.
Yeah, he picks up 7, and he would have been short if not for that 5-yard penalty.
There you go. Clock moving, 8 minutes to go in the first half. Heber Springs with a 7-0 lead over Stuttgart and the ball in Ricebird territory. They send a wide out to the left. Seth Dudick, number 6. Quarterback behind center. Sends a man in motion. Handoff into the line. Nothing doing. Or did he hand it off? I'm not sure he handed it off.
Didn't.
Ricebirds had them both wrapped up. He did hand it off to number 8, Chris Roberts. But
Dylan Duncan and Jalen Casey were right there to wrap up both of them, and there's no gain on the play.
Second down and 10 from the Stuttgart 43-yard line. 7:21 to go. First half. Homecoming 2023 for Stuttgart. Birds off to a slow start here. They trail 7-0. Looks like the Birds may be lined up off sides.
I think so.
Here's a late pitch out to Parker trying to turn the corner, and does. He's off to the races. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Heber Springs, as they go up by 2 scores. I don't see a flag.
No.
And Parker showed that speed that we talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, Parker Brown, 43 yards for the Heber Springs touchdown, and they go up 13-0 there, Lynn. And that's the thing about their offense is you can stop them on first down and you can stop them on second down. But then they just might pop one through there on third down and take it to the house, and that's what they did there. The Rice Birds absolutely stopped them on first down, but Parker Brown takes it to the house, and the Heber Springs Panthers are going for a 14-0 lead here on the PAT.
Gideon Tate on to attempt the extra point, and now here is a penalty, and this is going to be offsides against Stuttgart.
You said it, Lynn, just a sluggish start again for the Rice Birds on both sides of the ball.
You know, of course, I know the Rice Birds weren't expecting a big passing attack, but I tell you what, if it wasn't for a couple of drop balls, Brent, this game would be getting close to being out of hand. Gideon Tate on to attempt the extra point, and the kick is up, and it is good. And the Heber Springs Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns over the Stuttgart Rice Birds. They lead 14-0, 6:57 to go in the first half. We're back with more Stuttgart Rice Bird football on Country 97.3. We're part of the EAB Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Discover the world of sewing and crafting at the French Seam at 2015 South Burkle in Stuttgart. This fall, they're offering a fantastic lineup of sewing classes. Learn to create a nativity bench pillow. Take part in a one-day Harvest Table Kimberbell event and dive into the Deck the Palms Kimberbell Spark event. There's something for everyone, from quilts and table toppers to rope projects and free motion quilting. To learn more about these exciting classes, visit the French Seam or call 870-673-8156. And don't miss out on this opportunity to enhance your sewing skills today.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Stuttgart Rice Bird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart, with their 2 locations, Chevrolet and GMC on 19th and Main, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus Auto Sales. Petrus powering tonight's Rice Bird football. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And Brent, the Rice Birds, as we talked about before we went to break, off to a sluggish start on both offense and defense. But with just under 7 minutes to go in the first half, I think it's imperative the Rice Birds find the end zone.
No doubt about it. Yeah, they have to get on the board here before halftime, as Heber will get the ball
start the second half. Exactly.
Start the third quarter. So you've got to get something right here.
Here come the Rice Birds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage, moving from the right to the left. Kane Price, the quarterback, single back standing to his left, takes a snap. Here's a penalty marker down, rolls to his left, and he's going to throw this one out of bounds. And let's see what the penalty marker is. Probably going to be against the Rice Birds, but let's see. Get the call from the gentleman in the white hat. And still waiting. Birds are backing up, though.
Yep.
They're going to call it illegal procedure against the Rice Birds.
Well, and that's probably not that bad there, because that play was going to go for nothing. It was going to be second down and 10. Oh, they're going to.
They're going to decline it, so it's going to bring up now second down and 10. Rice Birds from their own 27-yard line, 6:49 to go in the first half. Stuttgart trails Heber Springs 14-0. Here come the Birds with 2 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Price takes, hands off into the line. A little bit of running room, breaks a tackle, breaks another, out across the 30, out to the 34-yard line. What a great hard run for right at 7 yards for the Rice Birds.
I believe it was Jeremiah Thomas, number 30, his first carry of the night. Yeah, and a nice first down. Nice gain on first down.
Actually on second down, so now it brings up third down and a long 3 for the Rice Birds from the 34-yard line. Handoff into the line, and first down for the Rice Birds. A good second effort right there, plus a nice job ahead blocking by Peyton Thompson, number 55. It was just the difference in that. The Birds are going to move the sticks. First down and 10 from their own 39-yard line, as the clock rolls towards 6 minutes to go, half of the second quarter gone. Two wide outs to the left, one to the right. Ball's in the center of the field. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes a snap. Looking left, now fires. Got Deontay Clark complete. Breaks a tackle across the 45, across midfield down to the 49-yard line of the Panthers, and that's going to move the sticks again. 1st and 10, Ricebirds.
Gain of 12 there as Clark broke a couple tackles and almost broke it for a touchdown there, but a nice gain of 12.
And the Birds working from the near hash mark, from the right to the left, from the south to the north. Price now looks up to the sideline. Single back standing to his left. Takes, hands off, into the line, running room, inside the 45. Ricebirds move the ball down to the 43.
Another gain of 6 on first down there in that Ricebird line, opening up some holes, and Thomas is hitting those holes quickly.
Yep, he really is. Here come the Birds on 2nd down and 4. Ball's in the center of the field. Price takes a snap, hands off. Thomas again in the line. This time not much there, but he keeps powering his way forward, and what might have been no gain is going to end up being about 1.5 yards. They're going to set the ball down at the 42-yard line, so the Birds are going to be about 2.5 yards short of a first down here on 3rd down with 4:45 to go in the first half.
Yeah, 3rd down and 2.5 here. 4:40 here. Big play for the Ricebirds.
Ball's in the center of the field. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. High snap. Price is going to keep it. And he stretches forward, and I believe he's got the first down.
Yeah, he's got it, as you mentioned, just a bit of a high snap, but Price did a good job of hauling it in and picks up 4 yards and a first down to keep the chains moving.
The freshman, Kane Price at quarterback, gives the Birds, as Brent mentioned, a fresh set of downs from the 39 of Heber Springs. Deepest penetration of the night for the Ricebirds, isn't it, Brent?
Yes, it is.
2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the right of Price. Fakes to him, airs it out long. And defended very well down there. Very nearly intercepted as well. As a matter of fact, the defender, I think, really had better position on the ball than the Ricebirds did.
Yeah, he did.
Number 28, Robert Dwyer, is the defender on the play. But it's going to bring up now 2nd down 10 as it falls incomplete. 4:03 to go. Clock stop with the incompletion. And a little bit of confusion here. And the Ricebirds, they're probably not going to have to use a timeout.
Hayden Prine comes on for Jeremiah Thomas.
Hayden checks in as a wide out on the right. Direct snap that time to Sparky. And he hands off to Kevon Conway.
That's going to be a loss of 1. So, yeah, that play just didn't look good from the get-go. They had trouble getting lined up out there. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. 3:42 left in the first half. Ricebirds trail 14-0.
Working from behind the sticks on a big 3rd down. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Birds need to find the end zone. Price now back behind center in shotgun formation, and still some confusion, and now timeout. Ricebirds a little disjointed on this series of downs, so Coach Price is going to call timeout and talk about it. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Pearson Company in Stuttgart has been bringing you the best in pre-engineered steel buildings for many years. Offering the very latest in design engineering, your steel building is engineered and tailored to your exact specifications with the minimum amount of wasted space. Pearson Company specializes in complete turnkey projects. Pearson Company offers complete construction services from beginning to end. For your pre-engineered steel building needs, look to Pearson Company, 209 North Burkle in Stuttgart, where quality and construction go hand in hand.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of tonight's big 2-4A conference matchup between the Heber Springs Panthers and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. It's homecoming in Stuttgart. Right now, the Panthers with a 14-0 lead. Ricebirds with the ball, 3rd down and 11 from the Panther 40. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes the snap, straight back, now being chased. He's starting to roll to his left, and he tucks it and runs. He's at the 40, 35, 30, and he's going to be close to first down yardage. Let's see where he stepped out of bounds.
Might be just a yard
short,
but it's definitely 4 down territory for the Birds there. A nice play by Kane. He didn't have anything early. He was flushed out of the pocket, and he's about a yard short now, and the Rice Birds are bringing in their heavy package.
They're bringing in some heavy package. Tank Hood comes in, lines up at a slot on the right. Takes, hands off into the line. First down for the Rice Birds. They push him back, but it's easily a first down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the Rice Birds go fast there and hand off to a big Kamarian Pickett, slammed up into the line. He picks up about 3, and it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Kamarian with those tree trunk legs. I mean, he kept them churning, and he got the Birds a fresh set of downs. Take handoff to him again over the right side. He's going to be tripped up this time as he gets close to the line of scrimmage, and probably no gain on this one.
Nope.
Second down, and, well, looks like it could be a gain of about 1 half yard on the play at least. So we're going to call it second and a long 9 coming up from the Rice Birds. Ball's in the center of the field at the Heber Springs 28-yard line. Deepest penetration of the night for the Rice Birds. Price takes a snap, airs it out towards the corner by the end zone. It is complete. Sparky Clark hauls it in inside the 5, and the Rice Birds are set up first down and goal to go.
He's out of bounds at the 2 there. The Rice Birds just kept that heavy package in there, and one-on-one coverage out there, Price to Clark, and Clark hauled it in at the 2.
Here come the Birds quickly to the line. Price takes, hands off into the line. Hard running, pushing toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Rice Birds on the carry. Kamarian Pickett for the final 2 yards, and the Birds cut into that Heber Springs lead.
Yeah, Kamarian Pickett slams it right up inside again and keeps those legs churning, fights hard for those 2 yards, and he picks up the Rice Bird touchdown. And the Rice Birds are on the board here tonight with 2:16 left in the first half, 14-6. Dawson McKelvey is on now for the PAT.
Hayden Prine is the holder. Ross Atkinson, and there's penalty markers all over the field.
Yeah, the Rice Birds jumped on that one. A couple Panthers kind of faked the blitz that time, and the Rice Birds flinched, and that's going to back them up 5. So it's going to back them up to the 7.5.
So it'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt for left foot, soccer-style kicker, Dawson McKelvey, and it's blocked. And I'm not sure that the penalty made a difference, but you got to think it probably did.
Yeah.
Rice Birds missed the extra point, but they do get on the board. Heber Springs leads Stuttgart 14-6 with 2:16 to go in the first half. We're back with more Stuttgart Rice Bird football in 30 seconds.
Do you know how much life insurance your partner has? What company is it with? Do you have life insurance? Is it through your employer only, or do you have a policy that you own? This is Holly Brothers, and as a life insurance agent, it is my responsibility to discuss the types of coverage available to you and put a plan in place for when your employer no longer provides coverage. Life insurance costs more as we age, so don't wait to apply. Let's lock in your rate today and save. Give Keith or myself a call at Connection Insurance 870-673-9249.
And we welcome you back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Rice Birds trail the Heber Springs Panthers 14-6 here with 2:16 to go in the first half. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you join us for Rice Bird football. Birds set to kick after a 2-yard Kamarian Pickett touchdown. Extra point was blocked. Here's the kick, and it's going to be taken back at the 15-yard line, and the Rice Birds special teams are going to converge, but not until the return man drags a couple of them out close to the 30-yard line. I really think the return man thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, and it kind of died between the numbers and the sideline over there, Brent, and he decided he better take it, and I thought the Birds had a good shot of pinning him deep, but possibly the coverage kind of ran past him a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. And, then he carried a couple Rice Birds, about an extra 5 yards there. So it's a pretty good return as they'll start out at the 31 here. And the Rice Bird defense needs to stop them here with 2:09 left.
No question about that. Heber Springs running attack, quarterback behind center. Again, they send a slot on left in motion. Fake, pitch it out, coming to the near side. Here's a penalty marker for a hold. And so this one, even though the ball carrier gets out across the Ricebird 45, looks like we're going to have a holding penalty that's going to negate that gain. And that one had a lot to do with the success of the run, too.
No doubt. No doubt. It was right there on the corner
where they turned.
Yep, and it's gonna back them up here. It's getting them back to a spot where they don't like to be. That the Ricebirds can just hold them here and try to force them to a third down and long. Still 2:02 and 2 timeouts left for the Ricebirds.
They need to get a stop first before they worry about that. Here come the Panthers. Everybody fairly in tight. Ricebirds again show blitz. Hand off to the fullback right up into the line. And he's doing a nice job carrying some defenders as well on the carry. Number 8, Chris Roberts.
And he's going to pick up about 7 or so.
On the stop for the Ricebirds, Carson Konechny, number 5. Several birds in on the stop with him.
Nice gain there on first down. Got back to penalty yardage.
It did. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 32-yard line of the Panthers. Clock moving to 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to pass looking, going to air it out on the side and across the middle. The receiver never cut back across the middle, and it falls incomplete and stops the clock with 1:22 to go. Going to bring up now a 3rd down and 9. So really,
they did the Ricebirds a favor there.
They really did the Birds a favor, Brent.
Yep.
They sure did.
Yep. I look for them there just to run the ball and keep the clock running, but they stopped the clock.
I think they've thrown the ball more tonight here than they've thrown it all season long.
Yep.
Here's a late pitch coming to the near side. Ricebirds converge and bring the ball carrier down close to the line of scrimmage, and the Birds probably will call timeout. They do. Ricebirds call timeout with 1:15 to go in the first half. 4th down coming up for Heber Springs. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
With power and versatility, the Kubota M7 tractor is built for hay and forage work. Up to 168 horsepower, superior loader lift capacity, easy-to-use controls, all-day comfort, and your choice of a 30x15 semi-power shift or Kubota variable transmission. And rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your hometown Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
River Valley Tractor. Great products at great prices from great people. With 8 locations, they're right in your backyard. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
And we welcome you back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. We've got 1:15 to go in the first half. Heber Springs leads Stuttgart 14-6, and the Ricebird defense has just come up big, stopped Heber Springs, creating a 4th down and 9 from their own 32-yard line. Back to punt. The punter is standing at his own 18-yard line, awaiting a snap. Good snap, puts his foot into it. A good knuckleball is going to be returnable. Taking it to 33 by Sparky Clark. Sidesteps one defender, then another. Now yellow flags are down. Turns the corner, 45, midfield, 45. But penalty marker for an illegal block, and Coach Price is not happy.
Yeah, it was right about the point where Sparky caught it. Just got a little bit of a bump in the back, and that's going to bring a good return by Clark back. He had it all the way down into the 40. And now this is going to bring it back inside the Ricebird 40.
That negated, a great return.
Yeah.
The Ricebirds really would have been manageable from 45 yards or so with a timeout here in the first half.
But the Ricebird defense did exactly what they needed there. If they got the offense, the ball back, just a long ways for them to go in 1:02.
And, of course, Heber Springs aided the Birds there as well with a pass that was incomplete, stopped the clock. So here come the Ricebirds from their own 27-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Price, the quarterback, back to pass, getting some pressure, dumps it out. Clark takes it at the 25. He's across the 30, twists out of one tackle and gets out across the 35 to close to the 36-yard line, about 2 yards short. It's going to bring up now 2nd down 2. Clock moving, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Birds hustle to the line. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes the snap, rolling to his left. Now looking, now rolls back to his right. He's got some real estate ahead of him. He's got Clark wide open on the near side if he can get it to him, and he does. And he breaks a tackle. He's inside the 40 to the 39 with 28 seconds to go.
Wow, yeah, boy, Kane Price just kept the play alive that time, kept his eyes downfield, and spotted Clark wide open here on the near side. Oh, we have a flag. Ineligible man downfield. It's going to bring it all
Well,
back.
Goodness.
Whew.
And I didn't see the flag, but it was thrown
either until
right.
It was late.
Yeah, it was thrown just about the spot to where Price threw the ball. But that kills a great opportunity for the Rice Birds with 28 seconds to go. Birds still with 1 timeout.
Yeah, but they have 70 yards of green in front of them if they want to try to get it to the end zone, or maybe even in field goal range here.
Yeah. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Rice Birds from their own 30-yard line.
And the clock is rolling here.
And they start the clock, 20 seconds and moving. Snap. Now being chased out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Looking, fires, and underthrows or overthrows the intended receiver, and we've got a penalty marker on there. It is going to be pass interference as they knock down Deontay Clark at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, but only 11 seconds left to go here. It's going to be a first down, but
unless the Birds have a little trickeration play, maybe a little hook and ladder or something like that, Birds are going to be a little bit short here. They are going to have a first down at their own 45-yard line. Maybe 2 plays. They do have a timeout.
They wind the clock. Yeah, that was an incomplete pass. You don't wind the clock on an incomplete pass there.
That's right. And Coach Price is trying to explain that to him.
It's an incomplete pass. Need to put 11 seconds back on the clock.
And I'm not real sure if they're going to do that or not. But
well, if they don't, then that'll be the first time in the history of football that you wind the clock after an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass, right. That's exactly right. And they are saying yes.
There they go.
Put 11 seconds back on the clock. So there we go. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and we should still have
our timeout. And we should still have our timeout. That's right. That's right. And they do. That restores the timeout. So the Rice Birds, 55 yards away, maybe 2 plays, and they do have a timeout. Price standing at his own 40, takes, fakes, rolls to his right. He's just going to keep it, and he's going to get into. And he gets 15. A late hit, and that's going to be 15 yards on top of that.
Yeah, there was absolutely no
Price
need for that. As
was
Price was
well out of bounds.
Yeah, he was very clearly running out of bounds and was out of bounds. And that's going to be 15 big ones there with 7 seconds left to go. And that's going to be a personal foul, late hit out of bounds. That's going to take it all the way down to the 33-yard line. So with 7 seconds left here.
All right, Rice Birds making it interesting. 1 timeout remaining, and let's see.
Timeout Heber.
Heber Springs wants to talk about it. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Rice Bird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Homecoming 2023. Stuttgart with 7 seconds to go in the first half. Trail 14-6. They've got the ball at the 35-yard line. They quickly fire it out. And it is a little hook and ladder for the Rice Birds. Turning the corner and out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And the clock goes to 0.
No, I think that's going to be halftime there.
Yeah, Coach Price is saying 1 second, and Heber Springs has already gone to the locker room. So if they put 1 second on there, that's it. The Ricebirds come up 7 yards short on the final play of the first half. But, boy, they made it interesting, Brent.
Yeah, they sure did. Ran that hook and lateral there to QT Johnson and just got pushed, I believe, at about the 15 and just couldn't stay in bounds. Went out of bounds at about the 3. But, boy, yeah, they made it exciting, but just come up just 3 yards and about 1 second short.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricebirds trail 14-6 here at the half. We've got the Southern Bancorp halftime show coming your way. We've got the Ricebird Marching Band is going to perform here shortly, and we'll try to bring you the sounds to go along with the great sights that you can see on our Stuttgart Ricebirds EAB Sports Network YouTube channel. And right now, Heber Springs Marching Band is getting set up for their performance. So we'll take a timeout here on the first half of our halftime show. We'll have the halftime stats. We'll also have the scoring summary and may try to pick up some other scores from around the area as well. We've got all that and more coming up for you, and we'll get started on that in 5 minutes.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
I'm Rex Nelson. People travel to Arkansas to experience its natural beauty. We even market ourselves as the natural state. Our landscapes not only make this state exciting to visit, but a wonderful place to live. Not to mention the positive impact tourism has on our economy. It's our responsibility to keep our environment litter-free. Let's do our part to keep it beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Looking for one-stop convenience to make your life easier? Look no further than Atlantis Coin Laundry and Car Wash in Stuttgart. They are partnered with Southern Starch of Dumas to offer professional dry cleaning services. Leave your delicate garments and special items in the hands of their experts for that fresh, crisp look. Drop off dry cleaning at Atlantis at 14th and Main in Stuttgart by noon Wednesday and pick up the following Thursday. Turnaround is 1 week. Go to southernstarch.com to see pricing and to set up a dry cleaning charge account. But that's not all. Atlantis also offers their wash, dry, and fold service Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for those who love a sparkling clean ride, check out their top-notch car wash. Your car deserves the best, and they've got the best. Atlantis Coin Laundry and Car Wash is all about making your life simpler, cleaner, and fresher. Come visit them today at 14th and Main in Stuttgart and experience the ultimate convenience in town. Atlantis Coin Laundry and Car Wash, your one stop for laundry, dry cleaning, and a sparkling car. Clean, fresh, and convenient, that's their promise to you. Learn more about dry cleaning services by visiting southernstarch.com.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Do you constantly run over your data plan? Are you having trouble getting internet service where you live? With TextStream high-speed internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TextStream high-speed internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. You'll be able to stream, game, and surf with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lone Oak, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TextStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free 866-268-0101 or visit TechStream.net.
Hi, this is Carrie Seaman with the Katie Shack. I'm excited to tell you about the incredible holistic healing options at the Katie Shack. We've expanded our services to create a complete holistic healing practice all in one place. At the Katie Shack, we've teamed up with Dr. Travis Wiley, a chiropractor and nutritional expert who specializes in addressing the root causes of today's health issues. Dr. Wiley uses cutting-edge techniques and a natural approach to tackle health problems and chronic illnesses. But that's not all. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of services to complement your healing journey, from deep tissue massage to lymphatic drainage, pain management, and more. We've got your well-being covered. If you're ready to take control of your health and experience the proven methods that have helped countless members of our community, give us a call at the Katie Shack, 870-873-4300. Schedule a consultation with Dr. Wiley today and start your journey towards a healthier, happier you. Your well-being is our priority at the Katie Shack.
At Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, we specialize in gift registries. Expecting a new arrival? Our baby registry has all the essentials you need for your little one. From adorable onesies and soft blankets to high-quality soothers, toys, and books. Our expert staff are always on hand to help you create your perfect registry, whether you're an expectant parent or a bride-to-be. So why wait? Call or text 870-659-0777 or come in and start building your dream registry today at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, 218 South Main in downtown Stuttgart.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
And we welcome you to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium on the campus of Stuttgart High School in Stuttgart, Arkansas. It's homecoming 2023, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Heber Springs Panthers by a score of 14-6 here at the half. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to have you joining us tonight for Stuttgart Ricebird football. It's halftime, and we are watching the Heber Springs Marching Band perform here at the half. And, of course, the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band is in queue on the far sideline as we're awaiting their performance. And we'll bring you the sights and sounds of the Ricebird Marching Band. For those of you that are listening on the radio, we'll have the audio portion on. And, of course, for those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the sights and the sounds just like you do for the football game of our band here at the half. They've got a great performance that they put on this season. It's kind of based on the old Grand Prix, the sports car races that were held in Stuttgart back from 1959 through 1978. And they take a lot of cues from that. And, of course, their uniforms that they change into for the halftime performance has kind of the checkered flag theme on there as well. So they look real sharp, and you'll see those here coming up in just a few moments. Let's take a look at the scoring summary from the first half here. Heber Springs got on the board first at the 3:10 mark of the first quarter. Weston Warden goes in from 5 yards out. Gideon Tate's PAT was good, and Heber Springs led 7-0. They doubled their lead with the 6:57 mark of the second quarter. Parker Brown goes in from 43 yards out. Got loose, and we talked about it in the pregame. He can score from anywhere on the field. Well, he did this one from 43 yards out. Tate's PAT was good, and Heber Springs had a 14-0 lead over the Ricebirds, who finally got it kicked in gear. 2:16 to go in the first half. Kamarion Pickett, good hard run, goes in from 2 yards out, capping a nice Ricebird drive. The PAT, however, was blocked following the Ricebirds' offsides penalty. And, Brent, I've kind of thought about that a little bit, and I wonder when they move that ball back, maybe if Dawson kind of lowers the trajectory a little bit
so,
to get a little more distance on it. And when you did that, of course, you might be kicking it into the line of a lineman's got his hand up.
Right.
So could very well possibly have been the cause. But anyway, it was blocked, and the Ricebirds trailed at that point 14-6. Did a great job holding Heber Springs on their ensuing drive, forcing a punt, but the Ricebirds could not get out of their own way with penalty after penalty on that last little short drive, but still find a way to get it all the way down to the 7-yard line as time expires. And, of course, Coach Price and his staff were pleading for one more second on the clock, but it just wasn't there. And you and I talked off the air just a few moments ago. Might have been a little bit different story if we had a little bit more updated scoreboard that had the time broken down into tenths of a second, like most of the places that we go to.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we could have had point 2 or point 3 there.
Right.
And
that's another play.
That's right. Yeah, another play there, but the Ricebirds took it a long ways there, aided by the penalties. But boy, they took it all the way down to a 3, and QT Johnson just tried to tightrope the sidelines, could not stay in there. But, I think the Ricebird offense found a little something there in the second quarter now. But, they're going to have to stop the Panthers here and try to get the ball back and see if we can't tie this game up.
The Panthers will get the ball first as we start the second half as well. Heber Springs Marching Band is still performing here at the half at Ned Mosley Stadium. So while we've got a second here, Brent, let's take a look at the first half stats and see how it compares to the score.
All right. For the Heber Springs Panthers, Parker Brown has 4 carries for 64 yards. The big one being that 43-yard touchdown run. Chris Roberts has 9 for 42. Weston Warden has 5 carries for 24 and 1 5-yard touchdown. Xander Lindley has 1 carry for 4. Through the air, Lindley is 1 out of 3 for 22 yards, and that was Weston Warden with that 22-yard catch. 134 on the ground, 22 through the air, 156 total for the Heber Springs Panthers. For the Ricebirds, Deontay Clark, 5 carries for 18. Jeremiah Thomas, 4 for 18. Kevon Conway, 1 for -1. Kamarion Pickett, 3 for 6, and that 2-yard touchdown run. Kenny Price has 4 carries for 11 yards through the air. Price is 8 out of 15 for 124 yards. And Sparky Clark leads the way for the Ricebird receivers. 5 catches for 81 yards, 53 on the ground, 124 through the air. 177 for Stuttgart to 156 for the Ricebirds. Now the Ricebirds, of course, picked up about 70 of those yards or so on the last drive there. But they are winning the stat war there, but not winning on the scoreboard right now.
Not the one that matters. The
That's
Ricebirds trail 14-6. Here come the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band out onto the field. And while they get their final preparations made here to perform, I want to say a word of thanks once again to Drew Ligon as he provided the pregame meal for the Ricebird players. And again, a very special word of thanks to all the individuals and organizations each week that take turns making sure that the Ricebirds have a great pregame meal. Also want to thank Patrick and Julie Landrum for sponsoring fireworks tonight, Brent. I hope we see a lot more fireworks here in the south end zone. For those of you here at the stadium, the location of the fireworks has actually moved a little bit. Ray Gilbert is the one that's in charge of that, and they have, because of construction, they have moved really kind of a little bit southeast from where they were, so it's a lot more visible to the Ricebird fans in the stands than it has been in the past. So, again, we hope that Ray gets a chance to shoot a lot more fireworks, and we want to thank Patrick and Julie Landrum. And Julie Landrum, by the way, how about Teacher of the Year as well? So we appreciate them so much. Ricebird Marching Band, again, getting their final preparations set here. And we're going to bring you both the sights and the sounds here in just a moment. It was homecoming here tonight, and of course the Queen and her court were announced before tonight's game started. And I want to tell you again who the court and the Queen were, beginning with Kenaya Jackson, Devin Mack, Winnie White Bradley, which, by the way, Winnie White Bradley was featured on KARK Channel 4 this past week as one of the homecoming court. Kaylin Jeans, Lita Hing, Paige Dean, Michaela McCoy Sullivan, Paige Johnson, Halen Earls, Addison McCrae, and our queen is Danielle Poole. She is our homecoming queen 2023. Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band just about set, and I love the crash helmet on our drum major out there as well. I don't remember seeing that before.
Me either.
But that looks pretty sharp out there. Of course, the Ricebird Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, and Sarah Schroeder. And, boy, they do a great job. They did not go to Cave City last week because they had a marching contest, I believe, in Hot Springs last Saturday. So they did not attend the long trip in Cave City. And they are set. So those of you that are listening or watching on our live stream, enjoy the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band as they get ready to throw the green flag on tonight's homecoming performance.
Takes the lead.
And you're listening to the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band halftime performance at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart.
You can tell that some of these racers are really finding their groove. on your feet, put your hands together for the fight song. Let's cheer the team on for the second half. Go Birds!
And here's the fight song as the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band concludes their performance here tonight.
Your Ricebird Band would like to thank the administration, school board, wonderful band parent organization, and you, the audience, for your kind, continued support. A huge thank you to First Baptist Church.
And that was the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performance here at halftime of Homecoming 2023. Stuttgart Ricebird football teams made their way out of the locker room, as have the Heber Springs Panthers, and we've got probably in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 minutes to go before we kick off the second half of this one. So let's take one more time out here on the Southern Bancorp halftime show. When we come back, Brent and I will be ready to start the second half of this big 2-4A conference matchup. We're back in 2 minutes.
Like you, Stedman's Ace Hardware is passionate about their community. They support the Lions Club, Fight Like a Kid, and numerous other organizations, including youth, high school, and adult sports programs. Whether helping their neighbors or helping their customers, Stedman's Ace Hardware truly is the helpful place. Shop Weber Grills, Blackstone Griddles, Traeger Pellet Grills and Pellets, and more, and get all the help you need at Stedman's Ace Hardware, 110 South College in downtown Stuttgart. Stedman's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you need it. How about a hot shower? It's amazing how important the little things really are in these situations. At Durden's in Stuttgart, we like to help make the little things easier. That's why we're now your local authorized Generac dealer. And that's important too, because not all companies can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator, but Durden's can. Let's face it, a generator is a big investment. Keep it ready to run correctly so you're not left in the dark when the next storm or outage happens. Call us today at 673-1356 for home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. You can also request service for your generator online at durdeninc.com/schedule. Let's skip the cold showers and save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart, guaranteed comfort since 1960.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 45 years in Stuttgart. We are honored to be part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's is joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check out Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we are glad to have you joining us tonight on this special homecoming edition of the Southern Bancorp halftime show. Stuttgart Ricebirds have warmed up and made their way to the sidelines, and now the Heber Springs Panthers are doing the same, and we're getting set here for the second half kick. Those of you that are here at the stadium, possibly listening on your phones, the fireworks, I want to remind you, are sponsored by Patrick and Julie Landrum. And as the Ricebirds made their way back onto the sideline, Ray Gilbert in the end zone there. Let them fly, and we hope that we see a lot more after the scoring here in the second half. Stuttgart Ricebirds will kick to start the second half of action. And, Brent, we think that the Ricebirds kind of got a little something going there, but then here comes halftime and kind of throws a bucket of cold water on you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they got some stuff going there in the second quarter. Got a big stop right there before halftime and got the ball back and just ran out of time. But, now this series here, this first series for the Panthers is going to set the tone, I think, for the second half.
I think you're right, and hopefully the Ricebirds can get the bit between their teeth, find that end zone a little bit more regularly. Dawson McKelvey is set to kick for the Ricebirds. Easily identifiable by his bright soccer shoes out there. Of course, Dawson, an outstanding soccer player, an outstanding kicker for the Rice Birds. And he's got it teed up, and we want to thank you again for listening to the Southern Bancorp Halftime Show. Southern Bancorp, they're wealth builders for everyone on Stuttgart, 620 East 22nd Street, for our friends in DeWitt, 220 West Cross. Here's a kick. It's going to be returned out across the 25, out shy of the 30-yard line for Heber Springs.
Nice high sky kick that time, and great coverage down the field. Only a return of maybe a couple yards. And they're going to have it at the 20. Where are they going to lay it down?
I don't know. They
9?
Keep moving it up.
Yeah,
they moved it up to the 29-yard line.
All right.
All right, here we go. Heber Springs with the ball. First down and 10 as we get set to start the second half of action. Heber Springs leads 14-6. Quarterback fakes handoff over the left side. Running room, turning the corner and getting out across the 45. That's going to be a first down run. I believe Brown on the carry.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Parker Brown. He took that pitch with a full head of steam, and he turned on the speed, and he's going to pick up about 16.
Moves it out to the 46-yard line. On the far hash mark here in the third quarter. Heber Springs moving from the north to the south, which is the left to the right on your radio dial for those of you listening on Country 97.3 FM. Takes, hands off, running room up the middle, another first down, about 11 yards on this one, down to the Rice Bird 43-yard line. Move the sticks. Heber Springs, 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Yeah, two big plays there for the Panthers. They're off to a good start. They are moving down into Rice Bird territory and picked up 16 and 11 on the first 2 plays.
About time for a turnover, Brent.
Yes,
a little
it is.
something to kind of knock the momentum in the head for the Panthers.
Very good ball security so far by this team that does so many with their handoffs and the pitches. You know, they have not put it on the ground yet tonight.
They've got wideouts on each side, slots on each side. Quarterback, he lines up behind center. He's got a fullback behind him. Calling signals. Takes. He fakes, he keeps it, and the Rice Birds have it read perfectly and drop him for about a 2-yard loss. Back to the 45-yard line. No, they're going to mark it at the 44, so just a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Panthers. Ball's on the far hash mark. The Panthers with their white jerseys, bright red pants, bright red helmets, and red numbers on their jerseys. The Rice Birds in their home maroon jerseys, white pants tonight, and maroon helmets. They've got the Flying Bird logo on one side of their helmet and their jersey number on the other side, and they've got a white stripe right down the center. Now, of course, playing on a beautiful turf field here at Mosley Stadium, surrounded by the maroon track, maroon end zones. Parker Brown's in motion. Quarterback takes, fakes. He pitches it out, coming to the near side, and there's a it looked like a hold on the near side, but I guess the official determined it was a great block. But anyway, turns the corner and gets the ball inside the Rice Bird 35 down to the 32-yard line. That's a fresh set of downs on the carry, number 7, Weston Warden.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 13 there and the first down, and Panthers are on the move. And much like the first half there, the Rice Birds can stop them maybe for 1 or 2 plays, but, boy, they seem to pick up the big yardage when they need it.
Everybody's in tight now. Quarterback behind center. Sends Brown in motion. Rice Birds anticipate very well and really shot the gaps, brings the ball carrier down at the line of scrimmage. On the carry was number 8, Chris Roberts. He's been the brunt of several of those hard Rice Bird hits right into the line, but he keeps the line honest, and that opens it up for Brown on those sweeps.
And he's not very big either.
No, that's exactly right.
5'8", 135.
That's generous, too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Rice Bird line has done pretty well all night up the middle. It's just those, with some of those wide runs is where they've really picked up big yards tonight. But it's going to be second and 10 here. And, of course, they are using all the time on the play clock as they can.
From the Rice Bird 33-yard line. Quarterback behind center. Again, sends Brown in motion, but Brown stops. Here's a late pitch, and the Rice Birds are going to have this very well defended for a loss. Now there's a penalty marker as well. Let's see what the call there is.
Damari McKinney almost
got the snap.
Almost got the pitch.
He did.
Got that pitch.
Yeah, the pitch. That's right.
It's going to be illegal chop block, I believe.
I believe I'd probably take that if I was Coach Price. I know the Ricebirds threw him for a 4-yard loss, but is that not a 15-yard penalty?
I think so. It's going to be third down and about 14.
And he is going to take it. So Ricebirds will accept that penalty, and that really gives the Ricebird defense a little bit of working room out there as well.
Yeah, that was second down, if I'm correct, right? They have third down. Okay.
Well, they changed it to second.
Yeah, it's second down. Yes. Yeah, because we stopped them on first and the penalty.
That's right. Penalty on second, but we also had a loss on second, but
it's going to
we took the penalty.
It's going to be second and about. Well, they had to get to the 23, and they're at the 47.
Now, if they score on this play, I'm going to think, what was I thinking? Take this penalty. But
exactly.
Here we go. They've got wideouts on each side. Ricebird secondary may be tested. We'll see. Quarterback back to pass. Looking, fires it long. Ricebirds need to turn around. It is incomplete. Ricebirds were there, but they just didn't turn around in time. But the ball incomplete. Intended receiver on the far side, I believe, was Weston Warden.
Weston Warden. Matthew Luster out there running stride for stride with him. QT Johnson coming over there late as well. Got a hand on it and knocked the ball away. Now it's a big third down play.
Third and 25 coming up now for Heber Springs. And this is what the Ricebirds needed, was to get them into third and forever. Now the Ricebirds have got to contain the Panthers here and force a punt. 8:17 to go, third quarter. Ricebirds trail 14-6. Heber Springs with the ball. Ricebirds show blitz back out of it. Looks like a busted play, but the quarterback's going to keep it around the right side. He's got a little bit of running room. Birds get him on the ground inside the 40. He gets a nice gain down to the 37. You kind of wonder now if Coach Pascal will go for it at this spot on the field. What do you think?
Well, he looked like he's bringing in a wholesale substitution. He's bringing in the punter. But, that was a broken play as everybody went left and right.
He turned around and nobody was there.
The wrong way and nobody was there, but he did pick up 10 yards out of it. But
punter's going to be standing back at the Stuttgart 49-yard line awaiting the snap. Ricebirds don't have anybody back deep. And the snap's over the punter's head, and they're chasing him all the way back. He lands on it at the 38-yard line. The Birds are going to take over at that point. Can you believe that? That turn of fortune.
There's that break that we
exactly
needed right there. They were going to try to pin the Ricebirds back deep, and boy, the snap just went over his head. He probably had time to pick it up and maybe try to kick it.
Yes, exactly.
Boy, he just fell on it at the 38. And, boy, the Ricebirds are in business now.
The Ricebirds we very likely could have ended up inside the 5 starting this drive. They're going to be at the 38 of Heber Springs. Here come the Birds. First possession of the third quarter. Price takes, hands off, into the line. Banging his way down to the 35 for the Ricebirds is number 30, Jeremiah Thomas.
It's going to be a gain of about 3.5 on the play. And as I mentioned, the Ricebirds really do have a size advantage over that D line there. So maybe, hopefully, as the game goes on, maybe they kind of wear them down a little bit.
Here come the Birds, moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, from the south to the north, from the far hash mark. 2 wide outs to the right. Handoff. Thomas is going to have his legs upended as he gets to the 30. Still makes it down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a gain of about 2 more on the play. Third down and 5. And in a game like this, you're not going to have too many possessions either, which is
that's exactly right.
With Heber really using that clock.
That ball control offense that they have. Here come the Birds. 2 wide outs to the right, which is the short side of the field. Takes, fakes, keeps it over the left side. Price with some running room. He's got first down yardage. He cuts it back into the center, taking some punishment, moves it inside the 25 and moved the sticks for the Ricebirds.
Kane Price ran through an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage and picked up 10 yards, and there he pops up a little bit out of the pile. Looks like he's okay, though.
Comes to the sidelines, gets a play from Coach Price. Checking out for the Birds, Dylan Scobie. Great to see him back in action as well.
That's right. Tank Hood checks in on the line. Jeremiah Thomas is the running back.
Wide outs on each side. Single back standing to the left of Price, the quarterback. Sends a man in motion. Pitches to him coming to the near side. Trying to turn the corner and can't. Gets out to the 25-yard line. Pushed out of bounds at that point. So Sparky is going to have a loss of a couple, looks like, Brent. Maybe three.
It's a loss of 3. You know, Lynn, the Birds just have not had luck with that play all year long.
They really haven't.
It really hasn't worked.
And you'd think Sparky's the guy that can make that work, but we're having a hard time as every team, it seems like, particularly Heber Springs tonight, really strings it out along the line of scrimmage. From the near hash mark, here come the Birds. Running back Matthew Luster into the game.
One-on-one coverage up top.
Matthew in doing a great job blocking, rolling to his right. Price looks, fires, and a little bit underthrown, but was it complete on the far side?
Yes, it was.
Deontay Clark on the reception had to kind of slide down to make the catch.
Yep. Yeah, he was open early there, but Price was on a rollout and just couldn't get his feet set to throw. It's going to be up third down and about 6 here, 6.5.
Got to think this is 4-down territory where the Rice Birds are now from the 20-yard line of the Panthers, from the far hash mark. 3rd and 6. Back to pass, looking. Now fires deep across the middle, and it is caught. Touchdown, Rice Birds!
QT Johnson on the post pattern went up and just took that ball away from number 17 in coverage, Eli Buffalo. Price put it right on the money, right in front of the goal post, and Johnson with the fantastic catch. And the Rice Birds are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. 20 yards, Price to Johnson.
Birds will go for 2, as Brent said. They got the power package in there. Number 12, Kamarion Pickett, lined up to the right of Price, the quarterback. Sends a man in motion. Quickly dumps across the middle. Complete 2-point conversion is good. Clutch. Ross Atkinson.
Absolutely perfect play call there where they bring in that heavy jumbo package. Send the man out in motion. Everybody thinks that you're going to run the ball, and Ross Atkinson just releases from his tight end spot, steps into the end zone, and just an easy pitch and catch. And we're all tied up at 14, folks. 5:12 left in the third quarter. The Birds have come back from a 2-touchdown deficit.
And I tell you, a strange set of events on that opening drive of the second half by Heber Springs is Brent, they just looked like they were marching it at will down the field, and then just a strange set of occurrences moved them back. Got a penalty, moved the ball back to about the 45, and then the next thing you know, they're punting, and they snap it over the punter's head, and the Birds take over at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's right. They have really played a error-free game up until that point, but, boy, that was a big one right there.
It really was. Dawson McKelvey on now to kick for the Rice Birds. Moves up, puts his foot into it. High end-over-end kick, going to be taken at the 20. Back across the 25 on the far sideline. Across the 30 out near the 35, but I think a little short.
Yeah, I think so.
I think on the return was number 7, Weston Warden.
Weston Warden, Colby Barnett, and others in there on the stop for the Rice Birds. They're going to mark it just inside the 34. So pretty good coverage. Nice kickoff again, and the Rice Bird defense back out there on the field. But this time we have a tie ball game.
Heber Springs with the ball, first down and 10. 5:05 to go here, third quarter. Big 2-4A conference matchup. 3-0 Heber Springs, 2-1 Stuttgart. On homecoming here on the Prairie. Heber Springs, quarterbacks behind center. Takes, hands off to fullback, nothing doing. The Rice Birds stuff him at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you said it. Maybe the length of the football forward, and that's going to be about it.
Chris Roberts, number 8, on the carry, getting the handoff from Xander Lindley.
You really got a key on is that number 27 Parker Brown taking that pitch out wide. He's picked up big yardage 2 or 3 times tonight.
Boy, when he gets that pitch, Brent, he is in full stride.
He is.
He lines up as a slot on the right. Rice Birds show blitz again. Takes, And the quarterback is going to be sacked by Tank, the Fury Hood, and Nikhil Bradley.
That's right, Hood and Bradley both in there that time as the quarterback was going to try to roll out for that option pitch. He didn't have the pitch as well. He was well covered out wide, and then he was just stuffed back there for a 3-yard loss.
3rd down and 12 now for Heber Springs. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Big 3rd down for the Ricebird defense to get the Panthers off the field. Let's get the ball back with some mo. Wideouts on each side. Expect them to put it in the air. Quarterback takes. Going to pitch in the Ricebirds. Hammer the ball carrier for a loss back at the 21.
They're going to try a little reverse pitch that time, but boy, Damari McKinney came through the line unblocked, and he was right there to take down the ball carrier when he caught the pitch. A big loss on that play.
Oh, my. That one hurt up here. Good night. What a collision. That brings up 4th down and forever. 4th down and 22 for Heber Springs. Punter standing inside his own 10-yard line. A better snap this time. Boy, he gets a dandy punt off. Deontay Clark watches it hit at the 38, and this one's going to roll to Lennox.
Boy.
I'm telling you, inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line, and that's where Heber Springs will down it. You talking about flipping the field.
He did. Fantastic job on that punt, flipped the field. And, I think Clark did a good job there of getting away even because, had he tried to catch that, he was going to be on the move and under some pressure there as well. But, boy, it just took a fantastic Heber roll. But, hey, at least we have the ball back.
Got the ball back, stopped Heber Springs, and Birds with a little momentum. They've come back. They've tied this one up from being down 14. We're all tied at 14. 3:01 to go, third quarter. Here come the Birds from the far hash mark, moving to right to the left. 2 wide outs to the left, back to pass. Kane dumps it across, complete at the 10, 15, 20, and across the 25 for a first down. On the reception, Matthew Luster.
Yeah, Matthew Luster for 12 on the screen pass, and I like that call there as well, Lance, because they've been getting just a little bit of pressure through there, but, you can dump it right over the top there and pick up some big yardage.
And again, the Ricebirds are going to send 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Ball's on the far hash mark. Birds moving from the south to the north. Handoff into the line, trying to shake a tackler, and can't shake him, but drags him about 3.
I think we're off the air there a little bit, partner. Gain of 3 for Matthew Luster. Play.
All right, we've got a little bit of technical difficulties, we think. Here come the Birds on 3rd down and 8.
Ricebirds just missed a touchdown on the last play. QT Johnson was open. The ball just overthrown by a couple yards.
Matthew Luster in the backfield with Price. Price takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking, he airs it out, and he's got a man wide open, completed 45, and out of bounds at the 40. First down for the Ricebirds on the reception, QT Johnson.
Price able to connect with QT Johnson on that one, and that goes for 31 yards, and the Ricebirds have it in Panther territory.
Applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
Well, we don't need to run.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. Some technical issues on our end. dealing with our cell connection, and we apologize for that. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Stuttgart and Heber Springs tied at 14. Ricebirds with the ball. Second down and 11 from the Heber Springs 41-yard line. Here come the Ricebirds. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the right of Price, the quarterback. That's Matthew Luster. Back to pass. Firing across the middle. He's got clutch. Ross Atkinson completed the 30. Moved the sticks down to the 29.
Boy, just a nice slant pattern. He hit him right on the numbers. Gain of 12.
Birds with some momentum. They've come back and tied the ball game after being down 14-0. Entertaining this homecoming crowd here tonight. Great crowd on hand for both Ricebirds and the Panthers on the far side.
Standing room only on the near side here.
2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff, Luster into the line, dancing around, gets inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. Gain of a couple for Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew Luster just couldn't quite squirt through the line that time. Good job by the Panthers of bringing him down to a gain of 2, second down 8.
30 seconds to go in the third quarter. I'm telling you, this one is moving quick. Here come the Birds to the line. Second down and a long 7 for the Ricebirds. Sends Luster in motion out of the backfield. Fires out. Ross Atkinson, and he slips down. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Lost his footing as he goes to cut upfield.
The pass was just a little low that time, and Ross had to go down to get it. And then he tried to come back up and take off running and just stumbled a little bit. That's the end of the third quarter.
We've got 3 in the books. The Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Heber Springs Panthers are tied at 14. We'll be back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. We start the fourth quarter of action. Kane Price rears back, throws it towards the end zone. This is going to be picked off and returned back out across the 35-yard line on the interception. Number 28, Robert Dwyer. Ball a little bit underthrown.
Yeah, I'm not for sure, Lynn, if his arm got hit on that or what, because the ball just kind of fluttered on him down there. He was going for it all deep, and the ball just came up underthrown, and that's a big turnover there for the Birds, and a nice return on it out to the 37-yard line. So a big chain of events there on that play, and the Ricebird defense is right back out there, and that is Weston Warden, who is coming up and walking off a little slow, and he's been a big part of their offense tonight.
He has, no doubt about that. Hope that's not going to be a momentum killer for the Ricebirds. They'd come back and tied this one up after being down 14-0. And that's where we are as we start the fourth quarter of action with a turnover. Ricebird football powered by Petrus and Stuttgart, 2 locations, Chevrolet and GMC on 19th and Main Street. Now across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus Auto Sales. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds.
They take a timeout.
Heber Springs is going to take a timeout. They've got to get some things straightened out. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Kyle Stovison with Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services in Stuttgart. If you're looking to purchase or refinance farm real estate, equipment, cattle, or need capital for your crop operating expenses, we finance it all and share our profits through our patronage program. At Ag Heritage, we have friendly loan officers, competitive rates, and most of all, a lender who provides you with a financing package tailor-made to fit your individual needs. Please contact Kevin Wingfield or myself, Kyle Stovison, in Stuttgart at 870-673-1558. Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Heber Springs Panthers are tied at 14. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Heber Springs, after the turnover, has the ball first down and 10 at their own 37-yard line in the fourth quarter. Heber Springs will be moving from the right to the left, the south to the north. Heber Springs Panthers dressed in white jerseys, bright red pants, bright red helmets, red numbers. The Ricebirds in their home maroon jerseys and helmets with white pants tonight, playing on this beautiful field turf field here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Quarterback behind center for Heber Springs. Man in motion, fake to the fullback, and the quarterback is going to be sacked back at the 31-yard line, inside the 36-yard line. Going to be a loss of about a yard, almost a yard and a half. Second down and 11 coming up now for the Panthers. Also, Brent, want to mention, hadn't mentioned earlier, but the Ricebird Junior High traveled to Heber Springs last night, came away with a big 34-22 win to remain undefeated on the season. And, boy, that sets up a showdown next week.
That's right, at undefeated Lone Oak.
Always a battle at Lone Oak, and that'll be for the conference championship. Here comes Heber Springs. Ricebirds show blitz. Jake Hayes almost gets them. They flip it out in the corner, and the Ricebirds' pursuit is there to bring down Weston Warden, number 7, the ball carrier on the pitch. And the Ricebirds now have got Heber Springs working from behind the sticks. They've got third down and a little over 12 for a first down.
Yep. Another loss on that play. Loss of 1 yard on each first and second down play now. And the big third down play here for this defense to try to get off the field.
Boy, and the Panthers using all this play clock, too. They really shorten the game. Quarterback, Lindley, has a man in motion. Boy, what a beautiful job the Ricebirds.
They did.
Nailed the quarterback, but he did a good job bouncing off of it. Gets a pass away. No intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the neighborhood, but oh, my goodness.
Jake Hayes timed it perfectly. Came through there, bumped the quarterback.
Yeah.
Didn't bring him down, but, boy, Lindley rolled back out, but he didn't have anything after that. Boy, he just had to throw it away, but – boy, what a nice stop here by the Ricebird defense. On the last two series, they have really put a halt on this Panther offense.
Particularly after that turnover, Brent. Yep. Always afraid of losing momentum in a case like that. Their punter's on, gets another nice punt. This one's kind of a knuckleball, and this one takes a Ricebird roll backwards from the 35 back to the 39. So Birds will have pretty good field position. The ball down at that point by number 8, Chris Roberts, for the Panthers, and the Birds will have it first down and 10 with 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this 2-4A conference showdown. You know, Brent, I heard my buddy Barry Grooms with Hooten's Arkansas football talking about this game this evening, and he said, you know, these are a couple of teams that have scored lots of points, but he said tonight it's going to be a defensive struggle, and I tell you, Barry knew what he was talking about.
He's right. It is as you like to say, my friend, a slobber knocker.
It is a slobber knocker tonight for sure. 2 wideouts to the left, slot on the right, single back standing to the left, handoff to that back. Deontay Clark trying to turn the corner and gets across the 45 out to midfield. He's got a first down.
He does. He's going to have 11 yards. Clark on the first down, just into Heber Springs territory now. And hopefully here we'll see that Panther defense maybe wearing down just a little bit.
Yeah.
But boy, the Birds have to get some points on the board here. Timeout, Heber.
Heber's going to use their second of 3 timeouts here with 9:56 to go in the fourth quarter. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Tohatsu Outboard offers 4-stroke motors from 2.5 to 250 horsepower, and all with a 5-year warranty. Built with their one-of-a-kind direct injection technology, Tohatsu has revolutionized environmental performance, uncompromising their pursuit of durable and lightweight outboard motors. And with interest rates as low as 4.99% financing, now is the time to get a new Tohatsu motor from Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Call Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart or click on maxbw.com. Great service and competitive prices. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The hunt begins here.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you join us for Ricebird football that's powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Here come the Birds. First down and 10 from the Heber Springs 49-yard line. Kane Price, quarterback, pitches out. Deontay Clark hunting for a little seam on the far sideline, and not much there. He may have about a half a yard, and that's going to do it as he tries to find a little seam, but credit that pursuit of the Heber Springs Panthers, Brent.
Yeah, the Panthers linebackers doing a good job of just stringing out that play and then shooting the gaps there, and no gain on that play for Clark.
Ball moves to the far hash mark here in the fourth quarter. The Stuttgart Ricebirds are moving from the left to the right on your radio dial. That's from the north to the south here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Wideouts on each side. Price takes a snap, rolling to his right, looking downfield. He looks, he fires, he's got his man complete. Guess who? Ross Clutch Atkinson.
Boy, Ross makes a dive that time and comes up with a fantastic catch. Just a little short of the first down. He's going to pick up about 8, but boy, a big play there on second down and 10.
Moves it down to the 41 of the Heber Springs Panthers. Clock moving towards 9 minutes to go in this one. It's a 2-4A conference showdown. Here come the Birds. Just one wide out to the right. Handoff into the line. A little bit of running room, it looked like for a moment. Now the ball has been taken away and going the other way. Kane Price is chasing him, but I don't think he's going to catch him. The strip and score. Weston Warden takes it the distance, and Heber Springs retakes the lead.
Wow, what a turn of events there. Jeremiah Thomas was trying to fight and scrap for that first down, and Warden just stripped the ball away from him, and before anybody knew what was happening, he was going the other way with it. Kane Price could not run him down, and the Heber Springs Panthers regained the lead at 20-14. Wow, what a fantastic defensive play by Warden, and now the Birds are going to have to come from behind again. We got Gideon Tate on for the PAT, number 5.
59-yard strip and score. And a high snap, and the extra point is still good. And you know it's your night when you have a situation like that. The ball just barely clears the crossbar, but it's good enough. Gideon Tate gives the Heber Springs Panthers a 7-point lead. They lead 21-14, 8:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Grill, roast, steam, and smoke. There's nothing a Phoenix Grill from Blue Seal Petroleum in DeWitt can't do. Built like the legendary Holland Grill, a Phoenix Grill is a complete outdoor cooking system, and you can get yours today at Blue Seal Petroleum. Blue Seal also stocks Traeger and all the accessories so you can bring unrivaled flavor to the table. There's no end to grilling season at Blue Seal Petroleum, and shipping is available to the Stuttgart store. Shop the selection today at Blue Seal on South Whitehead Drive in DeWitt, or call 870-946-2281.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Wild turn of events as the Ricebirds were marching toward the end zone, and then a strip and score by Heber Springs gives them a touchdown lead here with 8:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. A big 2-4A conference matchup. Birds need the end zone bad.
Yes, they do. 8:38 left, plenty of time, but boy, the Ricebird offense has stalled out here on their last 2 drives, drove it down to about the 30 last time and threw an interception, and then they strip fumble, and they take it 60 yards to the house. On the next drive, they've kind of been able to move the ball, just unable to get that big play to punch it into the end zone.
Here come the Rice Birds to the line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive from their own 23-yard line. First down and 10 from the far hash mark. Again, here in the fourth quarter, Birds moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south. Kane Price, quarterback, back to pass, looking. He's going to air it out long for Deontay Clark. He's got it at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and just like that, the Rice Birds strike back.
77 yards. Clark on the post pattern right down the seam. Boy, Lynn Price laid it out there perfectly, and Clark ran right by the D-backs. And he was not touched once he caught it. And, boy, you said it just like that. The Rice Birds strike back. And now we have a whistle, and we have a timeout Stuttgart here. Lynn, I think we're going to go for 2 here, partner.
Woo. Well, let's keep it right here. What a pass and catch. And, again, Brent, and you mentioned this earlier in the night, but the protection that Price is given by that line gave him an opportunity to make that pass, and he put it right on the money, and the Birds, wow.
He did, and Price that time stepped up in the pocket because the pocket was kind of, closing up around him. But, boy, he stepped up in the pocket and laid it right out there. He threw that ball probably about 50 yards, and it was right on the money to Clark, and I believe the Rice Birds are going for 2.
77-yard touchdown strike. And let's see what the Birds dial up here.
This is interesting.
Well, the Rice Birds have missed an extra point tonight.
Yeah.
And they've got a 2-point conversion. So they're better with 2-point conversions tonight than they are with extra points. So here we go. Yes, Rice Birds trail by 1. 2-point conversion attempt.
No,
and we don't have all the right personnel, but we've got plenty of time on the play clock. Plenty of time on the play clock. Checking in for the Rice Birds, Jamarion Horde. Price sends a man in motion. That's Clark. He takes a snap. He's rolling to his left, and he's going to be tackled short of the 5-yard line. The 2-point conversion is no good. Heber Springs retains the lead, 21-20 over the Stuttgart Rice Birds, but the Birds have closed the gap. We're back with more Stuttgart Rice Bird football in 30 seconds.
Petrus Auto Group is a proud supporter of the Stuttgart Rice Birds. This fall, while heading out to the game, arrive in style and a new truck or SUV from Petrus. 2024s are hitting the lots, but you still have time to custom order your new ride. With 2 locations, Petrus Auto Sales and Petrus Chevrolet GMC. We are proud to be your Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, GMC, and Chevy dealer on the Grand Prairie.
And Petrus is powering tonight's Stuttgart Rice Bird football game. The Rice Birds trail the Heber Springs Panthers 21-20 with 8:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dawson McKelvey has it teed up, ready to kick off to Heber Springs. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to have you join us. This one's going to be fielded by Brown at the 15, coming to the near side, and he cuts back to the far side. Now we've got a penalty marker coming in, and that is thrown in an area of any kind of problem. That could be a face mask, that could be a hold, that could be an illegal block. Let's see what the official says. This one could go either way, so let's just see what the gentleman in the white hat says. And we have wasps in the press box here tonight. Face mask against Heber Springs.
Wow, okay, we'll take it. And Lynn, going back to the 2-point conversion, I think I know what Coach Price is thinking there. He's thinking, I don't want to get into an overtime game with the team that is ground and pound like this. I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to get the lead on them and then make them have to try to score.
Right.
But it just didn't work.
Still plenty of time for the Rice Birds. Rice Bird defense has been playing well. They need a stop down here deep after that penalty. Line of scrimmage is going to be the Heber Springs 14-yard line, far and away the worst field position Heber Springs of the night.
And that Rice Bird defense has played well on the last 2 series.
Again, Heber Springs, everybody looks to the sideline. Then when they look down to the little play chart that they've got taped to
they're
the
not
wrist.
going to get this play off.
They're not, and there's a penalty marker.
Yep.
It is delay of game. This is going to back them up 5 more, and they're going to be working from inside their own 10-yard line.
Yes, they are. So that's
unless they gave them a timeout.
No, they
didn't.
didn't. I don't think they did because I saw their coaches over there were pretty upset about it. So, yeah, it's going to back them all the way up to just inside the 9 here. So
how about a safety?
Hey, that'll be work. I'll take a fumble, too.
I would take a fumble. That's exactly right. Here comes Heber. And the biggest thing is Ricebirds need to stop.
Yeah,
they need to hold them at least to 3 and out.
Yep.
Inside their own 10-yard line from the 8. Here comes Heber Springs. Quarterback behind center. He takes. He's going to fake, and the Ricebirds are going to bring him down just across the 10 out to about the 12-yard line. Goes the quarterback.
Yeah, they kind of sling him forward for maybe about about 3 yards maybe we'll give him.
And I heard sideline warning.
Yeah,
would that be for
I think on the
Heber's?
Yeah, I think he was motioning Heber's way is what I saw on the far side. So it's going to be up 2nd down and about 12 here. They're winding the clock, 7:51 left.
Heber Springs again taking all their time. They've got wide outs to the left and to the right. Single back. Now there's a penalty marker. This is going to be offsides against the Ricebirds. The Birds are going to give 5 back.
Boy, yeah, you don't want to do that. And that is also going to reset the play clock.
And that's a good point.
Yeah, don't want to give them a free 5 there.
It's going to be 2nd down and 6 coming up now for the Panthers. Ricebird defense needs to dig in. Heber Springs at their own 18-yard line. Quarterback keeps it himself. No, hands off this time to the fullback. He does a nice job faking me out, and fortunately I'm not out there on the line, so that's okay. Going to bring up now 3rd down and 4. The ball just across the Heber Springs 20-yard line. Here come the Panthers. Boy, this is a big 3rd down for the Ricebird defense.
Yes, it is.
7:09 to go, 4th quarter. Ricebirds trail by 1, 21-20. Panthers to the line. Quarterback behind center. Man in motion.
Oh.
Hands off to the fullback, and he's stuffed for a loss.
He runs right into the arms of Nikhil Bradley, and it's going to be a loss of about half a yard, and that's going to bring up a punting situation. Ooh, what a big stop there by the Ricebird defense.
Huge. And now the Ricebirds will send Deontay Clark back, hopefully to receive the punt. Punter's going to be standing back at about his own 7-yard line awaiting the snap. Clark for the Ricebirds standing around midfield. It's a good snap, puts his foot into it, high kick.
Short kick.
And a short one. It's going to be, that's got to be catch interference.
Well, he called for a fair catch. Clark called for a fair catch, caught the ball, and then just got hammered, and that's going to be 15.
And that'll put the ball at about the 36-yard line. The flag thrown at the Ricebird 49. So this will move it down to about the 36-yard line.
Fantastic play there by Sparky on that high short kick of calling for the fair catch. He didn't want to take any chances there, but boy, he just got nailed. And this is going to be a big one.
Not the first mistake that Heber Springs players have made with a late hit out of bounds on the quarterback in the first half. This one's going to be marked off to the 35, so they said the penalty was at the midfield stripe. Ricebirds with a short field to work with, 6:18 to go. Here come the Ricebirds trailing by 1. Big 2-4A conference matchup on homecoming. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes, hands off. Running room down to 30, inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line goes the Ricebirds. Number 9, Matthew Luster.
Matthew Luster's going to have 7 on 1st down. I would love for the Ricebirds just to keep this ball on the ground, Lee, and if they could pick up 5 or 6 yards a pop, run some clock here and punch it in the end zone.
2nd down, about 3.5 for the Birds, 5:52 to go. Takes, hands off, into the line. Running room for Luster inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line, and that'll move the sticks.
Yep, he's going to have 4 yards and a first down, 12 yards on 2 carries there for Luster. 5:38, clock is rolling. Riceburg's at the 24.
Here come the Birds on the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right. They're going to send 2 wideouts to the left. That's Clark and Johnson. They send JKs in motion. Handoff into the line. Looking for a little room. Cutting outside. Still on his feet. He won't go down. He's down to the 18.
Going to be a gain of 6 on that carry. Matthew Luster running hard. Broke a couple of tackles. Kept his legs moving. And, boy, he picks up 6 yards on first down. The Ricebirds are keeping that clock moving and picking up some yards here.
Clock rolls under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Birds trail by 1, 21-20. Here they come to the line as they break the huddle. 2 wideouts to the left. Deontay Clark split wide to the left. QT Johnson to the left. Single back in the backfield, standing to the left of Price, the quarterback. Calls for the ball, hands off, Luster. Luster picking his way, dancing down inside the 15, down to the 10, still on his feet, and the pile continues to push.
8 yards that time, and boy, that was a hard 8 yards, and the pile pushed him an extra couple of yards. And the Ricebirds are just grinding it out on the ground here. This is all Matthew Luster on this drive, and they are at the 10-yard line.
Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds break the huddle to the line. Luster will be lined up to the left of Price, the quarterback. The power package is in there. Tank, the Fury Hood's in there. Handoff, Luster over the right side, puts his head down and gets down to the 8.
Yeah, gain of 2 that time on the play. A little bit better stop by the Panther line. He picks up 2, 3:40 left now. It's going to be second down and goal from the 8.
The Birds from the near hash mark in the south end of the field. They trail by 1, 3.5 minutes to go. Handoff, Luster. Luster's got a seam. Luster's got the end zone. The Birds take the lead for the first time tonight.
Matthew Luster over the left side, and there was a hole that you could have driven a Mack truck through right there. That offensive line was doing some work in there. Dylan Scobie. We have Caleb Brewer in there as well on that left side. And, boy, they opened up a big hole in the Ricebirds. Of course, we'll go for 2 here now to try to punch it up to 28.
Big touchdown by Matthew Luster. He stays in the game at running back. He'll be lined up to the left of Price, the quarterback. That power package is in as well. Handoff, again, Price rolling to his left. He's got a man wide open, and he's in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good.
Jake Hayes on the reception rolled out from his spot in the backfield, and Kane Price hit him right in front of the sticks. And Jake dove into the end zone, and the Ricebirds now have a 7-point lead, 28-21, with 3:21 left to go. How about that? What a ball game we've had here tonight for Homecoming Lynn, and I'm sure nobody in the crowd is left. We got a fantastic crowd here.
Absolutely. What a football game here tonight. Ricebirds on the ground, punch it in. Matthew Luster doing the lion's share of the work, and then Jake Hayes hauls in a 2-point conversion pass from Kane Price, and the Ricebirds with their first lead of the night, 28-21 over Heber Springs. Dawson McKelvey set to kick off now for the Ricebirds. Be kicking from the left to the right. Got to watch the dangerous Parker return man for Heber Springs.
Right, Parker Brown, number 27. I wouldn't be surprised here if we sky kick it to about the 30 or 35 here and try to keep it out of his hands.
McKelvey gets the whistle, puts his foot into it, high end-over-end kick coming. You're going to be taking it at the 18. Going across to the far side of the field, trying to get the corner, and the Ricebirds are all over it. Here comes the penalty marker, and so it's going to be 15 on top of the return.
I think it's going to be a face mask there. I don't think he pulled it. I think that should have been hands on the face mask.
Have you seen an incidental face mask penalty, though?
No.
I haven't
Do
seen
we have
one.
that in high school?
I don't know that we do or not. It's personal foul, and it's against the Ricebirds. I've not seen that.
No, and Kamarion Caldwell's coming off limping. Now he was on the sidelines earlier being stretched
out.
Yeah, for cramps. And
Right.
that's exactly what it is.
And they're working on that again, too. Looks like Batman down there stretching him out. So,
right. But the big penalty there, it's going to move it out to the 44-yard line, but the Panthers have to get it into the end zone.
Exactly. Here comes Heber Springs to the line from their own 43-yard line. Send a man in motion. Hand to the fullback, and he's just tripped up. As he gets across the line of scrimmage, Brent Hitt had some big yards if it wasn't for the Ricebirds.
Carson Konechny just tripped up Roberts. He picks up 4, but, he would have had a big yardage there.
Moves it out to the 47-yard line. 2nd down, 6. Coming up for the Panthers. Ricebirds show blitz again. Handoff fullback into the line. Running room. He's got a 1st down across the midfield stripe into Ricebird territory. And they're going to mark it at the 46-yard line. So they gave him an extra yard there. 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game in regulation. Heber Springs with the ball in Ricebird territory. Stuttgart with a 7-point lead. And now, timeout, Stuttgart. Coach Price wants to talk about it, so let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with their 2 locations, 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Sales, service, parts, and even tires and alignments. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Heber Springs trails Stuttgart 28-21 with the ball in Ricebird territory. Handoff into the line. Running room across the 45 down to the Ricebird 40-yard line and inside. Let's see. He's close to 1st down yardage, Brent.
Yes, he is.
He may be a yard short.
Yeah, he's going to have 9. And boy, they hadn't had anything up the middle on their last 3 possessions, but boy, they're finding some room here.
They're grinding it and pounding it. Hand off to the fullback into the line. Again, a couple of yards.
It's going to be a 1st down. And the Ricebirds need one of those negative yardage plays here to kind of slow down the momentum because the Panthers are.
Less than 2 minutes to go in regulation. Heber Springs with the ball in Ricebird territory at the 32. Handoff, tripped up at the 30-yard line, falls forward to about the 28. Ricebird's going to make a change here. Checking in is going to be Kamarion Pickett.
1 timeout left for both teams here.
Checking out for the Ricebirds, Carter Wheeler, number 52. Lindley, the quarterback, behind center for Heber Springs. Sends a man in motion. Take's going to flip it out to him. That's Parker Brown coming this way, and he's taking it to the end zone. Touchdown, Heber Springs. And you knew it was coming. You just couldn't get out there and help them, Brent.
You're right.
Holy.
I don't know why they don't run that play more often. I mean, it has worked out well tonight. 28 yards. And let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to kick it or go for 2? They're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2 and the lead here with 1:14 left. And if they don't get this, that's going to come down to an onside kick. But, boy, they picked up a lot of yardage on the ground here, so this is a big play.
It is. Ricebird defense needs to dig in. Biggest play of the night. 1:14 to go. Ricebirds with 1 timeout. Got to stop the 2-point conversion here. Quickly. Timeout, Stuttgart. Let's keep it right here, Brent.
Yep.
The Ricebirds called timeout. Want to make sure they've got the right personnel in the right places.
Yep.
But again, goodness gracious, they let Parker Brown loose.
They did. They did. And once he caught the pitch out there, there was really no one out there. There were a couple of Wrightsburgs down there, but some good blocking downfield by the Panthers. And Brown used his speed to make it into the end zone. He has 6 carries for 108 yards. He has carries of 18, 43, 16, and 28. And they are a 2-point conversion away of taking the lead here with 1:14 left.
And to set the stage for you, a 2-point conversion takes place from the 3-yard line. It's right in the center of the field. Ricebird defense is digging in. Their crowd is behind them. Everybody is on their feet on both sides of the stands here tonight. 1:14 to go. Here comes Heber Springs. Quarterbacks behind center. A lot of noise now for Ricebird fans. Calling the signal, sends a man in motion. Ricebirds flinch, don't jump, and I believe Heber Springs with 8-7, 6, 5, 4. They're going to call timeout. Timeout, Heber Springs. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Renting equipment for your next project is easy when you call U.S. Irrigation Distributors in Stuttgart and DeWitt. Trenchers, log splitters, generators, and pump sets can all be rented from U.S. Irrigation, where you'll find the farmer's favorite lineup of equipment and supplies. Levee gates, steel, PVC, and polypipe. Supplies like drip oil, dance boots with chaps, the original muck boot, and Twisted X footwear. It's all at U.S. Irrigation Distributors, Highway 165 north of Stuttgart, or at 550 Highway 165 north in DeWitt.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We got 1:14 to go. Heber Springs trailing by 1 is going to go for 2. Ricebird fans on their feet. Heber Springs fans on their feet. The stadium is rocking. The quarterback sends a man in motion. Back to pass. Look, got a man wide open in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and Heber Springs retakes the lead, 29-28 over Stuttgart.
No, you said it. Wide open there, right across the middle. They had everybody fooled. Everybody assumed that they were going to run it, but nope. They just dropped a little pass off right over the middle, and he was wide open, and Lindley hit him. And plenty of time left here for the Ricebirds. No timeouts, 1:14, and they are down by a point now.
And got a field goal kicker you could probably count on from, if you can get it down inside the 20, right. I think you got a shot at it. But, of course, you don't want to have it come down to that if you can help it. The Ricebirds need a good return here, and they're going to need a big play somewhere in this next 1:14 seconds.
They are.
Brent, did you get the number of that caught the 2-point conversion?
No, I did not.
All right,
I'm sorry about that.
We'll get that. All right, it's teed up by number 5, Gideon Tate for Heber Springs. 2-step kicker, puts his foot into it, and it's going to be fielded at the 16-yard line. Back across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, one man, and they get him at the midfield stripe. The Ricebirds with 1:07 to go will have it 50 yards away.
Fantastic return for Clark. I thought there for a minute he was going to take it to the house, Lynn. But the kicker stayed at home, and made a nice tackle. But, hey, great field position for the Ricebirds. They have a ball at the 50, and we know they can strike quick.
Here come the Ricebirds from the midfield stripe with 1:07 to go. They cannot stop the clock with a timeout. They're out of timeouts. Here come the Birds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield for the first time tonight. Kane Price, the quarterback. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Calls for the ball, a snap, and
several Ricebirds jumped that time.
The legal procedure of the Ricebirds will back it up to their 45.
Yep. They had 2 or 3 linemen jump. Kane Price moved, but the ball was never snapped.
Still, 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. 2 wide outs to the left. Empty backfield. Price calling for the ball, takes, rolls to his right, got some pressure, he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 30-yard line. Coach Price is trying to get everybody to hustle back. The clock is running 55, 54, 53, all the way back at the 31-yard line. What a sack by the Heber Springs Panthers.
It was. Number 23 came through unblocked.
Price Back to pass. Looks, fires. He's got Dante Clark at the 30, the 35. And he slips down at the 35-yard line, falls forward to the 38. Birds have to hustle. 30 seconds to go. They can't stop it. Wideouts on each side. They're set. Back to pass. Fires out, complete. Clutch. Ross Atkinson on the far sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 17 seconds.
A gain of about 9 on that play, but boy, Lynn, that sack really hurt right
that
there.
Was a killer. Because, Brent, even after those plays, you're just back now to the 48-yard line. You got 4th and 12. You got to have 12 yards to keep the thing alive, but you only have 17 seconds.
You're right.
Rice Birds come to the line. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Single back in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. Fakes to him, dumps it out. Ross Atkinson catches it, flips it to Deontay. He's tackled at the 49. 12 seconds to go.
That's going to do it.
As the Heber Springs Panthers stop the Rice Birds short of a first down, and the Panthers are going to ruin the Rice Birds homecoming night with an upset 29-28 here in this big 2-4A conference shootout.
Yeah, fantastic game here tonight. Just some strange plays there tonight, Lynn. You know, you see a strip score like that for a touchdown, and then you see a snap go over the head, for Heber there, and the Rice Birds get a break on that play. But boy, Heber Springs comes up big when they need to.
Heber Springs are going to move to 4-0 in conference, setting up a showdown next week with Harding Academy. And Heber Springs watches the last 5 seconds go off of the clock here at Ned Mosley Stadium, and they come out with a 29-28 victory over the Stuttgart Rice Birds. We've got the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show coming your way. We'll have the scoring summary, we'll have the end-of-game stats, and more coming your way on the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show in 5 minutes.
Blue Seal Petroleum in DeWitt and